Something, anything.
Action.
Good
Yay!
evening.
It's
Uh,
time.
Safe days and sanguine nights, and welcome back, everyone. I still haven't actually worked out anything to fully save when we open videos. We got to do that. We have to have a business meeting soon, by the way, you four. Boop, boop, boom. Oh, God. Okay, YouTube was unmuted for a second. In the wake of the tumultuous events at the Great Salon, our most recent evening unfolded with emotions running high and alliances delicately balanced on a nice edge. Alexandru, having checked on his son Leon, found him a but interesting sentence structure archivist, found him amid the havens of Wolfgang, still grappling with the loss of his brother, while Leon reflected on his mixed feelings towards the deceased. Alexandru sought to provide comfort, offering a piece of Dracula as a memento, a means of remembrance, igniting poignant dialogue between the two. As the See, I'm not stoned, so I'm tripping over everything. As the tournament commenced, Wolfgang took center stage, overseeing the festivities that drew various kindred to compete. The jousting bouts ignited fierce competition, with several vampires showcasing their abilities while navigating the treacherous waters of politics and rivalry. Notably, Ulrin faced new challenges as he battled Leon, whose innate vigor and determination proved formidable, resulting in a close contest that left Ulrin victorious, yet maybe perturbed by his younger opponent's unexpected prowess. Throughout the evening, plans formed and unformed, with whispers of fragile alliances and power plays emerging amongst the participants. Micah's unexpected arrival shifted the focus, igniting a conversation about the future and the potential of forging new bonds against their more powerful peers. Amidst this tension, the escalating stakes were evident as Micah made an offer of unity, urging the gathered characters to unite against the looming threat of the Methuselahs, a proposition that sent ripples through the There Was No Assembled crowd. This was in private, and this is out of order. As the night reached its peak, Genevieve's impressive jousting performance showcased not only her skill, but the underlying dynamics that continued to shape the tournament. Genevieve rocked the fucking tournament, coming out the victor over a Bruja Methuselah, which she was absolutely delighted about. But there's a lot of good potential. You found even more mortals that are a good pick for Wolfgang's armies. You got a decent look at a bunch of vampires' abilities. I don't remember where we left off specifically, though. An archivist is not clear on
The
it.
last thing we were doing was the conversation with Micah. Was how we ended the session.
Yeah.
It's like, you should join your club for like the last time, and I'm like, no, I don't want to join your fucking club. I've never wanted to join your fucking club. And then I was like, I don't want to say anything in particular. I have to go talk to people, and that kind of thing.
So,
yep. And I indicated that we were for rent.
But we are for our services are for sale, however.
However, I have to talk to all of the people that wish to purchase them yet. I'll not take the first deal.
Exactly. And also not for sale, for rent.
Yes.
For rent. You have not heard the offer from the Ventru, who, just by the way, we should just automatically assume can outbid the Zamisi.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I still have to talk to the man in the mountain. An opinion I actually care about. I hate to break it to you, but he pays better than all of you so far.
Yeah, that said, I imagine when the Tremere do their thing,
fuck the Tremere? Yeah, probably. But I don't know about that yet.
Well, yeah, we'll see.
As Wolfgang goes slowly fucking rabid because he can't feed anymore. Could be his downfall. We'll see.
We'll see.
We will see.
I've also linked us into the World of Darkness official Discord.
Nito burrito.
I have to remember to do that.
Although I would argue burritos probably aren't a thing in this time period. Although flatbread is.
I guarantee you there was a form of burrito in this time period.
Yeah, but it probably wasn't called a burrito.
No,
Absolutely
most definitely not.
No, but I mean, you are in the Eurasian area. Flatbread is definitely a thing, and like eating with flatbread is still a huge thing, especially in the like East Asian area.
I would argue that a burro.
Oh,
because donkeys exist at this time.
Gyros are probably
Man.
a thing,
Absolutely.
which is just a burrito, in my opinion.
Yeah, a tiny ass.
A gyro, not a
it's
bureau.
not your favorite food.
Yeah, it's nice to have booty. Hey, I will badmouth a lot of myself. I have an ass that doesn't quit.
I like getting your ass in gear.
Honestly,
you just kind of full chain, you know.
Remember, everyone, do not pull it out like a ripcord. That is not a healthy thing to do.
I did that. I knew a guy. Whenever he met new people, he would put a picture of an inverted anus on his background on his PC, just so you could have to look at it when you came in. Like anytime you met anyone new, wild human being.
That would get you for sexual harassment now. 100%.
Absolutely, that was like fucking 10 years ago. But
Yeah.
wild.
I just don't hide my crazy anymore because the right people will be okay with your crazy and the wrong people will weed themselves out.
Oh yeah, dude. I kill normies, man. They don't know how to deal with me.
And that's why we've been friends since we met in Soren's Discord. It's been almost 3 years now, Virgil. You realize that, right?
I know.
Yeah.
It's wild. You actually think about the time, and it is crazy.
Since we first met in that horrible Wrath of the Righteous game.
God, it was so bad. Dude, when I broke loose from that, I was like crying at the bottom of a tub. That's how depressed I was when I broke from that game. It was awful. I killed a player before I left. I don't do that.
And then she also came to my Discord and now just lurks.
Yeah, but she's not as annoying in here because I don't have to play with her.
I found the closest local thing to a burrito.
Yeah?
The closest local thing to a burrito?
Yeah?
What is it?
Is this some sort of pita? Yeah, it is. That's cool. What is that?
It feels like it.
I'm glad
It's called
this whole
this
conversation.
word. I'm not about to.
I love that you were admitting to this entire time.
That looks like delicious bread with mushroom pierogi.
Mushroom rice.
Yeah.
Pierogi.
Yeah.
Incredibly Polish.
Oh,
Pierogi.
pierogi. It's pierogi.
It might be similar to pierogi. That might be where the word comes from.
I think that's how you spell pierogi.
Could be.
Pronunciation. Not the American pronunciation. Roshki.
Okay, so yeah, it's really
It's probably it's
probably
it is somewhere in the etymology of that word.
Yeah,
I guarantee you.
listen, we don't pronounce Russian words the way they're supposed to be pronounced in America.
No.
We don't pronounce most words the way they're supposed to be pronounced in America.
No.
Remember,
Okay.
American English is just a bunch of languages dressed up in a trench coat beating up people in the alley.
Yeah, pierogi is a small meat pie. Pierogi is a full-sized meat pie.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That is the original
I-
of.
I knew they were related.
All
Yeah.
right.
Wait,
Cool.
so one means little and one means big. Got it.
Yep.
Yes.
Pierogi, pierogi. Got it.
Yeah.
We've
They're
learned
both
something new.
just stuffed pastry, ultimately.
Yeah.
Just
Perfect.
They're
the dough
also
is just different now.
not gaming. So Micah fully leaves. We just had a whole conversation about various
I
wraps
really
right in.
like the idea of us having an important vampire conversation that just leads into no, pierogi is it's different. I've seen the servants eat them. Like, I haven't had pastry in like 200 years, but
Yeah, but what's the
and
small
sometimes-
version called? It can't be called the same thing.
I'm just saying sometimes it's fun to watch. That's all I'm saying.
There's
Watching
just
the
like a
chewing
waiter
is
that goes
different.
by. A waiter goes by carrying like a tray, pierogi, and then just goes back to feeding the mortals.
My point.
Hey, so quick question. If I wanted to make pierogi or pierogi that vampires could eat, would I make that out of gold cows?
Maybe. Not in India, though.
Hmm.
They would just have to be a omnivore, like actually able
Gold
to eat.
pigs?
You'd have to be able to eat the meat or the organs.
I mean, I feel like lamb and goat were probably the more common meats right here to eat at this time frame. Cows weren't domesticated for meat until a bit later.
I imagine some cultures probably ate them, but yeah.
I don't doubt that some people did,
Yeah,
but like
goat's been around
beef
for, like,
the way
thousands
we
of
have
years.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
goat beef
Yeah,
the way we
okay.
have it nowadays is a newer thing.
Mm.
Thank God for the
The
person
cow
that
is more
figured out
valuable
how
for
to
the
smoke
milk.
it.
Before we go down another food discussion,
Yeah. Also,
Yep.
smoking meat has been around for a long time.
Yes.
Yeah, but literally the brisket,
Well-
because like whoever figured out
Alright.
smoking the brisket of a cow.
We are back on the meat
Okay,
discussion.
we're back on food. Clearly, we're all a little hungry.
I just had Taco Bell, so I am not.
I don't know. Apparently, it was 10,000 years ago. Apparently,
Oh.
cows domestication's been around for a while.
Domestication has been, yeah, but like the mass use of it as a meat supplement is newer.
Yeah, I get it.
Remember, killing an actual farm animal was not cost effective for people in this time period. Having it produce milk that you could trade, though.
And if I remember correctly, when we left off last thing, I had popped the lie detection thing and found no lies in his talk at all, correct?
Correct. Micah had spoken every word truthfully. I wish Lysandra was here. But Micah has accepted your offer and is going to take it back to their your dodge, because that's literally what it is. Like,
Yep.
we might if you can afford us. And the anarchs are like, whatever, we want people loyal to the cause.
And
Yep.
I
Gonna be
don't
loyal to the
trust
cause. Like,
Micah,
look,
so-
we like. If what you're saying about the elders is true, they won't purchase our service.
I mean, I don't trust Micah, so like, I guess whatever. Like,
I assume Micah has left before you start saying this. Micah goes. You guys
Oh
Yeah,
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 sure.
have you can have your group powwow now in Wolfgang's War Room.
I really never trusted them, but yeah, like I said, I'm open to whatever. Unless anyone else has anything to sway me. Like
I
said,
can all I can tell you is he spoke no lies.
Sure.
I intend to know what everyone has on the table to offer before I take a decision.
Also, I'd like to point out that he owes us a favor.
True. He strong-armed us into helping him.
Mm-hmm. And we have the full amulet now.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't care for the way they do business. But,
I mean, what has Micah actually ever done to you?
Threatened us for not joining their fucking club. And, they're a filthy Zamisi.
Sure. That's really what it comes down to, is that
No,
Micah
absolutely.
is a
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I feel a
Wolfgang
little
has.
bad for Lysandra for that, but yeah, I mean, filthy Zamisi. Like, I hate to break it, but like, I just don't like him.
I feel really bad too, because Lysandra had this whole speech to try and convince the group to go to Sabat, and
Yeah,
she's not
and
here to give it.
we hate them. So
I know.
speech away, but you're preaching to the choir here.
Well, I was going to comment that, I mean, for this entire chronicle, Wolfgang has been our bastion of racism. I don't think it should stop now.
No, not really. No, like that is not a virtue in this era. Like,
It's very much a virtue in this era.
Yeah, I have blatantly hated Turks since I was born. So like,
oh, absolutely.
And I absolutely love it.
I mean, to be honest, this party has been pretty anarch for like the beginning.
Yeah, but like anarch, not Sabat anarch.
Yeah. Or independent, technically.
No, y'all have been pretty anarch, actually.
Yeah,
I keep saying it. Everyone's like, "No, that's not us at all." It's like, have you read any of the anarch books?
No.
Have you read any of the stories? Yeah, just a minute. The guy sitting here in a floaty that is still trying to understand this whole politics thing even sees.
It's like, I have done only what the character thinks is correct. I don't need to be, my opinion swayed by something like the historical chronicles of vampire.
Totally fine. But let's settle into character now and discuss things. We have waylaid a lot.
Yeah, it's been a minute. That happens. Like
Wolfgang,
I said, I have people to talk to.
I agree that it's prudent to consult all that need to be consulted and also to get all offers before making a decision.
I guess my question is this: what direction do any of you wish to go?
I feel like there's benefits from joining all sides.
Of course. But what are they, and how long we have to be on that side of the equation?
Oh.
Because I generally want to benefit me and mine, and all of you. I don't necessarily care about anyone else. This is a tumultuous world, and you can't save everyone.
I'll be honest, from what I'm looking and heard from all of you, and two sides sound like chains, and I don't want to be bound in chains again.
I agree. It's kind of
So
why
I
have been aggressively independent.
We all agree. That's why the comment was made that our services were for rent. If they want us to do a job, okay, fine, pay us. We'll do a job, but we're not going to belong to anybody.
Yeah, no hard feelings, that kind of thing.
Then I think we've all kind of come to the same conclusion.
Maybe. Like I said, I'm open to all objectives. All objections.
Hearing all sides still doesn't sound like a bad idea, but I think we're all viewing the same path.
I mean, I assume the Ventru will make an offer when I meet with them.
Sans?
Huh?
Archivist.
Shit.
I mean, we've been mostly joking around, So like,
yeah, it's
Also, you gotta say that shit out loud.
that's why when it was typed up, I pointed it. That's why I spoke up and
Yes,
said
thank
something.
you.
oh, I always shit out loud.
Archivist not being in the channel is always a reason to speak up.
I'm sorry, I just didn't
Speak
want to
up.
call you out on the
Put on a little
stream.
bit of makeup.
No, please call me out. I don't get embarrassed by that shit.
I'll send a letter off to Maximus and see if we can get a proper meeting to sit down with the Ventru.
Oh, no, he invited me. Did you not catch that? It was to speak the political public thing. It
Yes.
was right over there by the chair I stole from Michael.
Yes, he invited you.
Yeah, I know. I take it you feel like you want it included.
Oh, not necessarily in that conversation, but yes.
Do as well. I plan to
Yes,
talk to
it's
David.
it's all the tables, Tim. Thank you. Look, I have ADHD. We all know this.
Hey, at least we didn't make it an
Because
hour into the session. It's okay.
Yeah,
oh god, I know. I've gone half sessions without adding Archivist to the channel. It is the greatest tool for TTRPGs for people with ADHD, so long as I remember to turn it on.
Have you plugged in Archivist?
Archivist was a little derpy last weekend because they were updating its programming. Some of the anyways.
That being said, I suppose if any of you wish to come with me, I don't mind. Like I said, I was going to bring Genevieve.
I feel like it would be very important to ask permission to bring everybody here instead of just showing up.
Probably.
well, we still have a lot of this party to go through that could be brought up in conversation.
Actually, this is the last day, isn't it?
Yes, this is a celebration, right?
The tournament was today, yeah, and
Yeah.
now the celebration is happening. You don't actually know if Maximus has left or not. You didn't see him at the joust.
He's probably left. He probably saw all he wanted to with the death of Nix.
Can my doppelgangers look around the party and see if he's still there?
Absolutely. Give me a perception alertness check.
Three success.
So while he was not at the jousting events, the celebrations that are being hosted after do seem to have a number of people there, including Maximus, discussing things with several people. Most notably, you see him speaking with Lucita de Aragon and Anatole.
Curious to get their opinion on the whole death of Nix thing.
So I will relay that to the rest of you, that he is here and he is speaking to Lasita de Aragorn and Anatole.
Speaking of that, how much of a monolith
Aragon,
are
excuse
the,
me, not Aragorn.
Aragon. Aragon.
Aragon. Don't make the Oregonian come back. Aragorn. I'm gonna start saying Washington again.
Washington.
I cannot go back to being a redneck. I worked long and hard to stop saying Warsh, okay?
I was born and raised.
I will tell you right now, I hear nothing wrong with what you're saying, but that might be because I've lived in Oregon my entire life.
So you understand.
I understand.
I grew up in Gold Hill.
My mother-in-law says Warsh. Anyway, but what sort of monolith are the La Sombra? More so than most, yeah?
They are massive and extensive.
That's what she said.
They hold many major cities and have a tie with the church.
And yes, I started that back in
Okay, it's canon now that Wolfgang started That's What She Said.
All right, let's do this.
It is also canon that a Mach 3 slap hits Wolfgang from the other side of the castle.
Let's go.
I regret nothing. We should we should get maybe Aragon's opinion over the whole death of a pretty old vampire from her clan. Maybe would want to spearhead that.
I can initiate conversations.
As can I.
Please do. I heard you. For the rest of the mess.
Yeah, Ulrin will go make his way
Okay.
towards that table full of elder vampires.
Nothing bad could happen at all. No big deal.
No. I didn't kill
The
any.
population of several countries worth of vampires, no big deal.
One of the Andys will join him.
Which
Your
Andy
finger.
is joining him? The
Uh,
Toreador, the Caitiff,
We'll go with Bartholomew Vogue, the Toreador.
Bartholomew.
Andy, so many fingers and so many pies.
They're all wearing different outfits too. It's very important.
Different colors, yes. Good color schemes, yes. I understand this.
So, the conversation between Maximus, who is, of course, as you know, a very attractive Roman-esque man who looks like a walking fucking statue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He could sink the
who
Titanic
seems
with
to
his
be.
jaw.
He could. It's a flawless shot, and he seems to be flirting with Lucida as you arrive. Andy, you are at the party right now with one of your simulacrums, so you can arrive first unless you want to wait for Ulrin to get there.
No, I will wait for Ulrin to get there. I'm not trying to one up anybody. I just
Gotta get up for a bit.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You'll awaken from slumber soon, Shades.
So, I of course will continue to be myself, and then Andy the Clanless Prince will be, continuing the party, just regular stuff.
Of course.
Andy the clamless prince.
The clam. He's got no clams.
No clams.
Give me a perception empathy checks. Also, how are y'all approaching? Are you just dropping out of obfuscate? Are you walking up to talk to them?
Yeah, I will not be an obfuscate walking up to them. I don't want it to seem like a ambush. But yeah, I will.
I've got-
belly dance as you
I've got 4 successes
to
on that
lure him
perception
into a
empathy.
sense of insecurity.
Lucita is not uninterested, but she's also like sizing this dude up. Like, what the fuck is your angle? Why are you talking to me? And she is a La Sombra. She's also a warrior as La Sombra.
I got 8 on my empathy roll.
Uh, 8 successes is absolutely insane. You,
In the memory.
yeah, insane in the brain. God damn it.
Yep.
Uh,
Yep, I went there too.
That song will never not exist in my brain.
It lives there rent free.
It does, absolutely. It has since I was like 7. I heard that song once and then I screamed it for a week.
Oh, squatter thoughts.
On 8 successes, Lucita is not only sizing this dude up, she's considering if she can take advantage of him to stake him or eat him. Yeah. Uh, she's sizing him up in the can I take this dude if it comes to it?
What is it her face showing in her thoughts?
Nothing but pure flirtation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even her thoughts are only showing that if you're reading her surface thoughts. You don't have Auspex, right?
I have Auspex too. Nothing that good.
No. Okay, so you can't get surface thoughts.
Yeah,
But you approach. No, go ahead.
yeah, he'll actually had brought like a gift from what he'd stolen from Michael's stash of like clothing that would fit Maximus.
Glorious. So something from the Mesopotamian era?
Correct. And he'll approach kindly and give that to Maximus. And further apologize for his stealing of one of their artifacts. And hope that this shows admittance of wrongdoing.
It's not my fault. I'm sorry.
So you walk up and say this? Do you want to?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. We're RPing this scene.
Yep.
Yeah, and actually,
This is
while Ulrin is doing that, Andy would actually like to look over at Lucita and give her a coy wink.
Vampires, Vancouver by night. Hi, welcome.
Hello.
Real monsters.
That threw me off. I watched some of their stuff the other day.
Real monsters.
Lucita gives you kind of a half smirk and a nod, and you just hear a whisper in your mind, "Thank you."
Good evening, Maximus.
Alden.
I would like to apologize for the actions of the Kindred earlier, as well as for my own actions in the past. I present you this gift.
He looks down at this. Probably a piece of jewelry if you were pulling something from one of the older eras of Mikhail's belongings.
It's just a diamond encrusted cod piece.
You know what Mikhail was well known for? Cod pieces. One of the oldest, greatest toreadors in the world just loved slapping things over his junk.
It wasn't his palace, it was his junk.
It's huge, too.
Big diamond energy. He puts out that BDE.
Big diamond energy. That completely blew me off.
I love that effect.
This very public display is most welcome. Thank you.
Got it.
You're welcome.
He slides it off to the side, doesn't pick it up and examine it because that would be rude. He simply accepts your gift in the spirit that it is given, but leaves it where other people can see it. Specifically, all of the other vampires that are here at the moment.
Yeah.
You have now had very open and public games with vampires competing and allowed mortals alike to watch.
Yes, and
Hey, I'm just gonna cock my head at him. Yes, and
Your coterie does not fear reprisal.
Everything dies sometimes with that.
That's not necessarily true. A little less cautious than others, yes.
Your skill in getting into our vaults, your theft of the amulet of Ulaine, these things can be forgiven. I have been granted dispensation to offer you more work if you would have it.
Seems like a discussion we would need to have in private.
Can you not make it private here?
I know of some that can see through my obfuscate.
He scans the room. I would know which ones here can.
So are you saying that they won't?
No, I'm saying that they will. If they have the capabilities to see through one so skilled, I would know who they are to take that information back to my sire.
Well, perhaps we go find somewhere more private.
he wants to
You missed
use.
the point.
Yeah.
Oh, he wants to use me to figure out
people
who's
knowing.
doing it? Okay.
Yeah, dude.
He
point
wants
at
to
some people
use
we
the
hate.
people knowing.
Yeah, point at some people we don't like. Do it.
Sure.
Yeah.
I will cloak us both and obfuscate. I will also be paying attention to see whose eyes perk.
Anyone who's paying attention, give me perception alertness checks. I am
not gonna
going
bother because I already knew that Oliver was going over there.
That is fair. I am going to make
Anyway. I don't have enough.
a couple manipulation subterfuge rolls.
Alexandra is busy sleeping like the dead.
Something he is not any longer.
It's true, he's not. Oh, okay. I mean, that's a botch. You do see one person looking just directly at you.
I will nonchalantly point that out to Maximus.
Oh, I've spotted them. Thank you.
What work would you have me do?
There is connection to your minds. We do not need to discuss work now, he says out loud, and then begins asking you various questions about your domains out loud. while he continues to have a conversation with you telepathically.
Oh, smart. I will 100% lie about certain questions around the domain that would get people caught.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
As you are probably aware, war is coming again. The last battle between the Ventrue and the Tzimisce was small by comparison.
What other people will be involved in this war? It's not just Ventru and Tzimisce, is it?
From what we understand, there are members of each of the major clans that have allied themselves with the Tzimisce, as well as most of the La Sombra.
It seems that they would have the advantage in ability.
The La Sombra's control over darkness, combined with the Tzimisce's ability to shape the flesh of those they do battle with, could be terrifying to the young. Your coterie controls most of Transylvania now, not the Tzimisce any longer.
If I had my way, it'd be rooted out entirely.
Then what will it take for you to side with us?
Would it be too much to ask for that amulet back?
Yes.
I'm gonna say that in a joking tone, by the way. Knowing the answer's already yes.
Andy, you are also in on this telepathic conversation, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Just a line, just doing your normal thing. Line just opens.
Yeah,
You've been added to the conference call.
I was planning on doing something entirely different while this was going on.
I do
That's
like the idea
totally
that
fair.
as
We can do
Annie's
that.
walking up, they disappear. He just starts doing card tricks.
No, I would like to invite Lucy to the Aragorn to dance.
We will agree. I am not a skilled dancer, though. I know the steps, but I am not good at them.
Don't worry. Just follow my lead.
She inclines her head, looks over to tell Anatole that she's going to go for a dance, and he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
He's just not there anymore.
And then, so obviously I'll do a performance dex roll when it comes to it. But go ahead and finish the conversation with Ulrich, and then we can do my conversation with Lucy.
Absolutely. I am excited for this. I've enjoyed the last conversation Lucy had. She was dancing with someone. So. So yes, for all intents and purposes, and to most people viewing on the outside, you are just having a casual conversation with the Ventrue Maximus.
What do you have to offer to make us want to join this war?
How about the backing and support of the Ventrue clan? Our resources at your disposal.
It was quite helpful the first time I had it.
There's the barest sound of creaking wood underneath his arms on the table. It is extensive. Now imagine if your entire coterie had access to it, and not just you being a rat.
Wolfgang has already made a pledge that whoever offers more money, he will join.
Oh.
It wouldn't be an issue getting him on your side if you provide the proper resources and funding. I'm not too interested in money, though.
What are you interested in then?
More connections. Stronger people in my pocket.
How about backing you up and not in your pocket?
Poor choice of words, of course.
Affluence, then, is what you seek.
Indeed. But to be honest, I also plan on working with Micah. I don't know if you are aware of the conversation we had earlier this evening.
I am not actually capable of seeing through your obfuscation.
Someone's background is making a bunch of noise.
Please. So no, I am not familiar with whatever conversation you had with Micah Vikos.
Correct, the one.
Who our information tells us may be one of the leaders of this group of anarchs.
Well, for free, I will confirm that. They too also tried to...
Maximus just kind of looks in the direction of Micah Vikos. Back to you.
He too offered us resources, power, whatever it have that he wanted to give.
Micah Vikos is barely 300 years old. I assure you that his access to resources is a drop in an ocean by comparison.
No, but he does have the backing of Velia, if I were to be so broadened to say. Brazen to say.
It is easy to simply assume that all of the Mises are traitors to the kind at this point. Is it not?
I've begun to trust Lysandra again, but... she also wants nothing to do with the Zemitzi clan.
You want affluence, Wolfgang wants resources. That is two of the members of your coterie. What else would you like?
Murdoch was pretty insistent about not being a slave. To confirm, this would be a business relationship, correct?
Yes, we are negotiating a deal.
As long as you can promise our freedoms, nothing to change entirely, I assume Murdoch would be welcome to the idea.
just sort of like looks off into middle space for a minute. You get the like impression that like your telepathic conversation has been put on hold. Mithras has agreed that this may be a business proposition and will even install one of your coteries, your choice of member, as the Archon for Transylvania, overseeing all of the princes in the domain.
How pissed would Alexander be if I put him in charge of the Archon?
They're not gonna let Alexander be Archon.
No,
That
absolutely
is
not.
a vampiric rank.
I think Andy would be interested in a position of that level.
Which one?
Yes.
Are you even capable of fully negotiating right now? Do you know what the other members of your coterie want? Or did you come here to test the waters?
I don't believe anything I have stated to be false. Granted, they do make their own choices. I can't force them into anything.
And arrange a meeting with the coterie so that I may hear each of their desires and offer it as payment or not for this deal. But we will be happy to purchase your coterie's loyalty if that is what it comes to. Assuming the price is reasonable. And thou, Mithras, has agreed to also overlook the amaranth of Methuselah.
She fucked with us.
That is not how that works.
Will any other elders be threatening us? For the amaranth
not
of
a
a
threat.
Methuselah?
Likely the Sombra are not too likely to let it go.
No, of course not. I assumed that. But would other clans be getting involved into something or punitive?
The Lasombra's current allies celebrate in the Amaranth, so I doubt it.
I will get my coterie together tomorrow evening.
I can stay for one more evening.
Was there anything else that you would like to discuss?
No. I am satisfied.
I look forward to doing business with you, whether my coterie decides to or not.
Same. Oh, I assume that means that if your coterie is not willing to do business, you would still like to.
I wasn't lying when I said I intended to work with Micah Vikos as well. But
Yes, that will be useful.
I do plan to undermine him any chance I get.
And likely us as well, to make sure that he believes in your loyalty too.
So long as you can overlook some things.
I understand how the game is played, child. The Nosferatu were playing this game all the way back to the first city.
Well, I have discussions to have. With that, he'll drop the obfuscate.
Yay! You finished your delightful conversation about trade in Transylvania that he was having with you verbally. And we swing away from there as you depart to speak to the rest of the coterie to Andy and Lucida on the dance floor, patting a rug, maybe? Where's that performance check for me? I say cutting a rug, but it's more like cutting beautiful marble.
Working on it.
Marble and bloodstone. I have access to any materials I want, pretty much.
So that'll be 9 successes.
Absolutely insane.
Oh, just so
I
everyone
am-
knows, like, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Just so everyone knows, so that Wolfgang looks like a self-indulgent fuck. There are so many pieces of art of like him in battle scenes. Like he wants every vampire in Transylvania to think that he is so self-obsessed. There are so many pieces of like nudes of him with him and Genevieve, him on the battlefield covered in blood, leading men into glorious battle. Like they're fucking everywhere. There's statues of Wolfgang, like the statue of David before fucking Raphael even got to marble. Like it's all over the fucking place.
But 9 successes is an absolutely ungodly performance roll.
Yeah, and I don't want to show her up. I want to make her comfortable during the dance.
She only got 4 successes, so you absolutely may do that with 9 successes. She's fully comfortable with you leading. She's not during the first like 30 seconds of the dance. She's more comfortable with being in charge, but then she relents when she realizes that you are just a far, far superior dancer to most of the world.
Excellent. And then while we're dancing, I will, do the same thing she did to me and kind of start talking to her in her mind, my mind. I don't care which mind we do it in, but talking while we dance.
Okay. So you're doing the thing the Venture did. Lucita, I do not believe has aspects that high, but she will talk to you mentally.
So unfortunately, an elder of your clan was just destroyed.
Yes, I saw that. I cannot say it was not her own fault.
Yeah, I can agree with that. She did choose to imprison the prince of this city during his own salon. That was at bare minimum rude and what we consider to be an attack.
That was not what I considered the foul play.
What did you think?
Taking control of the Gangrel Elder's mind was likely the worst move.
Yes, and also during the salon. I can agree with that. We don't wish to have beef with your clan.
I am not a high-ranking member of my clan. There's nothing I can do if the elders wish vengeance.
I understand,
will
but you were
likely.
here, and you did witness the event. You could report what happened.
Oh, I will absolutely report what happened.
And that
But
is
that
all I
also
ask.
means that I have to report that you used a loophole.
Sounds like she
I'll
needs to die.
God,
He
I'll
sounds like he
smile.
needs to die.
I'm gonna go ahead and take my hood back and remove my mask and just smile at her.
Technically, it's the best kind of technical.
It absolutely is, and it was ratified by an elder Ventru that was there watching. Like it. I mean, just because something checks out doesn't mean it wasn't a loophole.
Doesn't mean there aren't
Well,
going to be repercussions. Absolutely.
yeah, and I'm not arguing that, which is why what I'm doing instead is showing her my face and giving her a coy smile.
Some of the La Sombra may respect the way you went about it, but Nyx was not a singular being.
I would like to also remind you that my appearance is a 9 right now.
Oh, sure. Yeah. That. Oh, right. Excuse me. Uh, Lucida flushes in a way that vampires shouldn't flush anymore. Like, she just involuntarily blush of health. That could you put your mask? You know, don't leave it off. That's fine. Um, it is warm in here, is it not?
And I don't know exactly what you want me to roll for this, but I would like to give her a gentle kiss, and which is basically going to be a
Sure.
seduction check, and then say,
Yeah, you have
"I'm
appearance
sure."
9 right now. You don't need to roll a seduction check. She relents.
Yeah. So, yeah,
She
I'm
consents, I should say,
sure
not
I'm sure
relents. She consents.
yeah I'm sure your report will be in our favor, and I thank you.
Oh, this absolutely a seduction check. Uh, yeah, give me that roll.
Okay. What am I
Background
rolling?
noise.
You are going to roll your appearance plus expression. Yeah, expression. And or performance.
I'll go with performance.
Sweet. 10
10 successes.
successes.
Jesus Christ.
Very nice. I love it. I do not regret making you appearance sign. Also, hello everybody, I am here.
Okay.
Hi, welcome. I love vicissitude.
I adore it.
Oh, vicissitude.
You'll all be vicissitude by the end of this, I'm sure.
I could have it if I wanted it. I just haven't.
I don't trust you with it.
I could have it if I wanted it.
Andy. So here's the thing. You have an appearance 9 and you got 10 successes on your seduction check. So Lucita de Aragon, former princess of Spain, uh, is absolutely going to try and drag you out of this celebration to bone right now.
Okay. Believe it or not, I was potentially expecting this, and I have a plan for this outcome. Um, so the simulacrums, both of them, as well as the real me, will wind up in that room with her.
Oh, cool. So she gets an Endaka orgy. Got it.
Yes, she does.
So she gets a triple team.
And then
She
Dorky?
gets an Endorky. Yes. Wild. You're gonna be busy for a while. So we're gonna now move away from Andy. She's also gonna speak very favorably about your coterie now to the clan.
Petros, maybe.
What?
I said Petros, maybe.
Oh yeah. God. That's an Andy for every hole.
It is too. He can make more. He has illusions.
Unnecessary at this point. Okay. So what? Just tell me what you would like her to tell the La Sombra, because she's going to.
That Andy's a great lay.
I would like her to
She's
tell the
not gonna
Lasombra
say anything about that.
that she believes that we felt we were forced into defense, and that with a being that powerful threatening us, we had no choice but to end that threat because our prince had been kidnapped.
Aw,
Yeah, it was either give up or go all out. No in between.
Yeah, and we could not surrender our prince at his salon. That was a completely unacceptable outcome.
And
So that
reminder, though she is an older, which gives a lot of leeway, she did sort of sire in another prince's domain directly in front of him without any sort of statement or permission.
It was kind of rude.
Like that is a massive insult.
Yes, it is, but I don't want to reveal that one, so I'm not talking.
Fair enough.
Also, side note, I could have been Alexander's devil on his shoulder for like the next 100 years, which also would have been kind of funny.
That would have been fun, yeah.
Because Alexander was not going to let go of the court.
Yeah. You at least like me. You wouldn't think I like that. Why not? Why can't we sacrifice like 1,000 people? It'll save way more than that.
Because we can do this without having to sacrifice anyone if you would just be quiet for 5 minutes.
This is tasteful, but it's effective.
But Dracula's in a ring. Lucida is completely infatuated. And will absolutely plead self-defense to the Inquisitors of Clan La Sombra.
Go team.
Amazing.
Excellent.
This is like the best we've worked together in like years.
I know. She also completely forgets about Anatole for the rest of the night, which is not something that's happened in 200 years. Delightful. Lysandra, welcome back. Welcome to the game, I should say. You kind of missed your opportunity for the impassioned speech. I apologize.
Yeah, that's on me. I blinked and realized it was 11:30.
Been there. Let's see. I want
have
to.
a butter
I think
knife on my desk for all the buttering up we need to do to all these powerful vampires, though. Just FYE.
I'd like to follow Murdoch for a minute and see what he's up to. Since you missed last session for the most part. GM rerolls last roll. What was my last roll?
I'm kidding.
Oh.
I would like.
I have
to
unlimited
watch
points.
Him, though. I can't afford to let him try to steal from anyone important again. It would reflect poorly on me.
Oh, Murdoch has no plans.
You'll say that, but you still
I
did it the
do
first
say
time.
at the current moment. I chose my words carefully.
I will totally have like people follow you around. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
You have two. You have a pair of servants for like the rest of the event.
Murdoch
Just following him around constantly.
Yes, exactly.
Murdoch. Still trying to understand society.
We're losing
What?
that guy.
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
You're cutting out a lot.
Society? We live in a society?
Give me a second. Is that better?
Yes.
For now.
I'll just see if this is better entirely. So he just plans to kind of mingle around. Doesn't have any goal at the current moment. He's still trying to understand how this life works.
Well, you're in on the deep end.
Yeah, exactly. That's why he's not trying to cause any more trouble. He already saw what happened when he tries to do that, and
your helpers will assist you as best as possible, but they
You were
are
having
like
super
you probably have like a ghoul and a human.
Yeah, I've been trying to fix it. Is that better? Could be that I'm too far away. I could also try, like, I'm trying to use my nice mic and not the mic on my headset, but I could try using that if it's still becoming a problem.
It's better now.
Yeah, it's a little better.
So, again, I'm not trying to cause any problems. I'm looking around, more worried that somehow my sire got word of this event and is possibly around looking.
Could be.
So I have tried to stay out of big groups. I have tried to stick to the side things of make myself appear as small as possible. But when your vampire adopted dad is 3 and everyone has eyes on him, it makes it a little difficult to be like, hey, are you this guy's blah blah blah? Probably. And like I said, I'm keeping my conversations to a minimum. Just more looking out right now that I am in the most social setting that I have been since I was let out, escaped. I'm still not quite sure how that night went down.
I mean, this is the most social event in like 200 years.
Exactly. That's what people have been telling me, so I'm not too excited being out and about.
There are so many vampires here. So that is absolutely fair.
Even if you have vampires.
Yes.
They're like regular vampires, but they're older.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. If you're not really engaging in a lot of conversation, you're mostly left alone. The vampires, a lot of them seem to know each other. Like, most of them that have been around for at least a couple of 100 years are talking in their circles. There's little cliques happening at the party.
Like
Some people are
cafeteria.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what vampire politics are.
Yeah, and so he's noticing this and does feel slightly left out on the fact of that. But again, he doesn't understand fully. He's like the new kid. Nobody here other than the coterie has any reason to talk to him. He's the new kid.
I mean, if you let everyone know you're in the coterie, you're gonna get real popular real quick.
Yeah, and I don't necessarily want that to happen at the current moment.
Sure.
But I would assume that he'd probably bump into somebody and say, "Hey, yeah, like he's not trying to make himself conversate a lot. He's more looking out of the sea of people and going, do I recognize any of these? Like, again, he doesn't really have a very clear, like, picture of his sire between the beatings, but maybe a voice or something will kickstart something in his brain that he then can give to one of the coterie to go, hey, that's that person, or they know something about said person, is mostly what he's doing.
Hey kid, you want some free magic powers?
Want some death sticks?
You want to buy some death sticks?
You want to buy some death sticks? Sorry.
Give me a perception awareness check.
All right. Does the specialty sharp hearing apply?
Yes.
Three successes.
Do hear something. You're kind of standing off to the side, outside of the crowd. It's a lot. You hear a soft, masculine voice. Not the voice of your sire. The one that tortured you. Over and over again. Kind of gruff. But you can't spot him in the crowd. You hear him talking about something. The topic doesn't matter. But you hear his voice. From somewhere nearby.
Murdoch would swallow hard hearing this voice. The amount of times he's heard this voice. And he would go and try to find the closest coterie member, whether it be Lysandra, anyone that seems to... Because I'm literally looking through the cloud, I don't see my three dads. So that's out of the question.
No, he's bound chicka wow wow.
So
Eiffel Towering.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find Lysandra.
Well, where would Lysandra be?
Lysandra, this entire time probably wouldn't have let Murdoch out of her eye, like out of eyesight, just because of the way she views this entire gathering as a powder keg. Just waiting to go off. Cat, why did you just do that? Here. Sorry. So, Lysandra would probably have been nearby, in Obfuscate, and if she saw that Murdoch was looking around specifically for somebody, she would like unobfuscate and greet him.
The minute, because again, you were not there when he turns back, he would get close to Lysandra and go, "Man, not my sire, but the man who helped torture me is here. I can hear his voice. I can't pinpoint him, but he is here."
I see. Do you know what they were talking about, or?
I know. I can't. It's really wasn't paying attention to the conversation of the voice. It was just the voice. And Garen, I've. It haunts my nightmare. I won't ever forget that voice.
That's a good lad. Tell her everything. What a good boy you are.
He scuts up and visibly looks uncomfortable in front of Lysandra.
Lysandra's gonna try to do either a perception. Oh, sure. First, gonna do a perception alertness, and then going to do like a perception awareness, I guess, if that's possible.
Sure.
Because like I'm sure I can visibly see that he's in discomfort.
Absolutely.
3 successes. I didn't use my aspects to lower difficulty. Because that would be bad with all the fucking noise in here.
You didn't hear anything. You didn't hear anything.
What?
You didn't hear anything. Hello? Am I coming through?
I
Yeah.
didn't quite catch that.
Said,
You did not hear anything.
Okay. Can you try to find the location of this voice? Because I don't hear anything at the moment.
Murdoch.
Is he talking to you in your head?
Looks at Lysandra and mouths, very quietly, "Same conversation we had," type. And then points to his head. Trying to relay the message to Lysandra that it was the same type of message how you introduced yourself.
Could I do could I do like a perception empathy check of the crowd to see if there's anybody just like watching Murdoch? Like somebody who's like obviously deeply like paying attention to it all happening?
It's a pair of servants following him around.
Yeah, there's that.
Mr.
Are there
Murdoch,
any?
sir, can I get you a drink?
shakes his head no to the servant.
Like at the
You
end of
don't
the day, I
see
don't.
anyone following it.
Okay, and nobody like obviously watching him or anything like that.
There are two people very obviously watching.
Okay, just those two servants, though.
Yeah.
All right. She's going to then say, "Well, you should strengthen your child. You should learn to strengthen your mind against people who are attempting to gain entrance to it. Try to cast him out of it. Try to cast him out of your mind."
He goes, "Can try," and he will try to remove this, whatever this connection is.
Oh. What connection?
Okay, when he realized that there is no connection, he goes and whispers to her, "Then it's not in my mind."
Sir?
Did everyone catch that? Or
Yep.
is my mic being weird again?
I heard you.
Okay. How do I...
Yeah, if I don't if Lysandra doesn't physically see anybody following or anything else like that, she's gonna just pretty much be on guard and stay with Murdoch. I'd probably obfuscate Murdoch and be like, "Hey, we should temporarily leave the party and see if you can still hear the voice, just to
Okay,
see."
let's go.
Oh, that's so mean. I have to punish my servants, you know.
Hey,
Why do you have to punish your servants?
Because
Because
they
they were
lost
told
track
to
of
Follow her.
watch me.
the goal. That
Yeah, they were told
he
to
had a
follow
job to
and
do.
watch me.
You took him out of sight.
And you just boop.
Follow her around now. It's like you followed the Nosferatu and the Ravnos. That's what you're good at, isn't it? Following, listening, obeying.
Could I, using my mental link, kind of try to allow
You don't hear
Murdoch to
anything.
damn
Allow Murdoch to what?
act as a relay so she can hear what's being said.
Yeah, you don't hear anything.
But yeah, Sandra would take him to another room and obfuscate that room as well as him, and just basically ask, "Are you still able? Is he still able to?
He
Or are you
talks
still hearing
about,
voices?"
he talks about all of the rest of the coterie, so he's been here a while. He's probably been following me for a while. I'm gonna try something. Does it say I have to see him? Doesn't say I have to see him. Don't have many other options.
I just have to wait.
Thing I want to attempt is, and I will post it to see what other people think, because I've written out, I think, all of my disciplines on this. Yes. Doesn't say I have to see this person.
No, you can't have my chips. That's
So I would like to tell this person who is obviously talking to me and is either following me or so mentally in my mind that I can't break it. A riddle. If I could, Sans.
I mean, you speak out a riddle?
Yep. And I think it uses a blood point.
30 white horses on a red hill. First they stamp, then they champ, then they stand still.
Take it. That's him.
I offer you a riddle.
All that does is remind me of the Adventure Time scene where Jake couldn't actually think of a riddle.
Yeah. You can't have my chopstick either.
The difficulty
But I want it!
Yeah, I know. It's all they ever actually want from me.
So I need to know the difficulty, which is currently the victim's willpower.
Okay, go ahead and roll manipulation occult.
Okay, difficulty?
I will count your successes.
Okay, I will set it as 6 at the current moment. Just to have on there.
Well, there's 2 9s and a 0, so that's pretty good, and an 8.
Glorious.
Glorious.
Difficulty 8 plus or minus the number of derangements the victim has.
These days I'm gonna play Malkavian, just so I can collect all the derangements. It'll be like Pokemon, but for madnesses.
I don't know if Malkavians work like that. I don't know if they can catch them all.
Won't even be able to go outside.
Like Pokemon. You speak out a riddle, nothing immediately happens. Like, there's nothing for you to see or witness.
Okay, I then
I feel like your watchers
tell
are just more
Lysandra
confused.
that let's get going. Let's go further away.
You can't have my chapstick.
If what I did just worked, he'll be busy solving this for a while.
My guards been solving it for a while.
Lysandra wants to telepathically reach out to Alexandru.
He is asleep.
Alexandru's a sleepy boy.
Yeah, you.
We haven't gone to the next day yet.
Nope.
Oh, damn.
I have been asleep for the last 2 sessions because it's all been one night.
Yeah.
How many hours has it been since Alexandru has gone to go to sleep?
Like 2.
Fuck.
No, excuse me. So there was the jousting tournament, so it's been like 4 or 5 hours. But he had stayed awake for 2 days as a mortal. Like,
He forgot.
He's exhausted.
He was on so much speed.
yeah.
Like 2, no, 3. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he forgot he needed sleep.
He's been riding that white horse. That's heroin.
Wait, it's like he knew he needed sleep. He just used magic to lessen that need for sleep, but it's got to catch up eventually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just had to drink that Jesus juice.
Because I'm just trying to think of somebody else who might be able to try to help with this aside from a Tremere.
I actually might be able to help. Weirdly enough.
So whoever is in still within the Lysandra's mental telepathy will basically be like, so Murdoch is hearing the voice of a torturer at the party. Just letting everybody know, Wolfgang, Andaka,
Fire.
Alarin.
Briefly smash cut to the triple Endakas on Lucita going on in a room. Andy gets this message while he is super busy.
I feel like all three of them are just.
Just hold up a finger, like stuff's happening right now. We're occupied.
Yeah, they don't stop, but they hold up a finger.
We also briefly cut to something that I think might have, a meeting, I assume, between Ulrin and Goratrix in another chamber.
Yeah, I would take him
Some
back
sort of
to
conversation.
I would take him back to Hermannstadt for this one.
Take you back.
Yeah, Goratrix is not interested in you like that. He politely declines.
Not like that. To a much more secure location with less prying eyes. Doesn't make it any better.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's not really helping anything.
That's not helping your cause here.
But yes, he would meet up with Goratrix.
Goratrix
Yeah.
has kids. No, they're not. He's not into children.
I hope not.
So it's really just, I think, Wolfgang capable of responding at the moment.
The person you're just like constantly at odds with. I feel as bad about it as you do, if it's any consolation.
Wolfgang also doesn't like Murdoch at the moment.
He kind of nearly fucked up my so but you know, I would probably help. Okay, you know Wolfgang is all about that autonomy. More than once he has given a complete diatribe of making his own decisions. If that helps.
I mean, you would have heard, Lysandra reach out and say that information to everybody.
Bring him to me.
And where are you?
North table. Talking to this extremely boring vampire. He'll just be talking to some rando vampire.
Just some random,
something inane as hell.
It's like 100-year-old Ventru who just got promoted. Like, he's talking about his new position and like all the stuff he's gonna do.
Yes.
He's
Wow.
middle management now.
Uh-huh.
You're told, yeah.
He's getting a place in the suburbs.
Absolutely. Yeah. Just as sarcastic and dry as possible. This guy's not noticing.
He thinks he makes enough money now to buy a BMW.
Damn.
Hasn't got to the point in middle management where he's going to take away his problems yet, but he's getting there.
All right. So
it is the dullest fucking thing ever, though.
Yeah.
So
it's so dull that he kills him. I'm kidding. Carry on. There's no random venture death.
There might be. I don't know what's about to happen here.
There might be.
Lysandra is going to say to Murdoch to Murdoch, if you could follow me, we'll find Wolfgang, and he might be able to assist with this. It is his domain after all. So if you would, and she's going to like do a come hither with her finger, and if Murdoch follows, bring him to Wolfgang. And what this Ventru is going to see is, oh fuck! There's an appearance 9 in front of appearance 9 vampire in front of me, obscuring my view of Wolfgang. Entirely, just entirely blocking the boring motherfucker out of Wolfgang's like sight.
Holy thanks.
He just sees a pair of 9s. That's all he sees.
Yeah, he passes out from the glory of it. His brain fully shorts out, and like before he hits the ground, someone has slipped a fainting couch under him. That is the fucking Power Rangers symbol, you uncultured fucking piece of shit.
It looks like a Metapod.
Where is this? Where is this?
Yeah, I mean, Metapod
in the
cherries,
chat.
Man.
Go Power Rangers! Sorry, that's a core memory.
All right, so Murdoch and Lysandra appear before Wolfgang.
Here, try this. And Wolfgang will reach under his toga and just pull out a ornately carved necklace. Try wearing this.
He'll put it on.
It should protect you from mental disciplines.
I don't know if it's a mental discipline.
I said try it. I didn't say work.
I know. I'm just saying as I'm not sure it's a mental discipline.
Neither do I. But try it. You'll never know. Cool. You have the strength of Hakim defending your mind while you're wearing it. You have, if you have to roll off against a mental discipline, you have a bonus 7 die.
Okay.
While you're wearing that.
I'm not saying that won't come in handy, because it definitely will.
It might. It depends on what it is. Like if it's just a straight up blood bond, I'm not sure it's gonna help, but it might. It might.
You haven't heard the voice again since you asked it a riddle.
I think that it was of use. The thing that Alrin can do.
You think he was physically here, whispering to you?
Because I haven't heard that voice since I told it that riddle.
I mean, it's very possible. There's like 300 vampires here. Do you know what this guy looks like? Yes?
No.
How? How do you not?
Blood in your eyes really obscures people's faces.
I've had a lot of blood in my eyes.
No light also does it.
That's not a problem either. Wait,
no.
Not all vampires can see in the dark? No, I can.
I can also.
No big deal, just, you know. Just stay close to Lysandra, I guess. For now, we'll deal with this after the salon is over. This salon has been very eventful, and my stress levels are way up here.
By the way, those servants were really nice. They probably have no idea where I went.
Yeah, I know.
Or
They
I
they're
obfuscated.
fully
I
running
obfuscated
around
him.
searching.
I
Fully
obfuscated him. Do
running
not
around like
hold
chickens with their
your.
heads off.
You realize I still have to punish them.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do, or they will do whatever they want. I'm like a god to
That's
them. You know that, right?
Hey, just make it not so bad. Wasn't really their fault they lost.
Yeah, that's what I'll probably do.
Okay. In that
But
case,
you're punishing them for something that wasn't really their fault. They're
Yeah,
mortals.
yeah, but if they want to
But to
earn their
keep
place
the-
among us,
in
they
his
they know
defense-
they signed up for this shit.
in his defense, he's going to have to punish them some, because then everyone gets the idea if they disobey orders, then they're not punishable.
He's got it. I'll be gentle.
You've come a long ways, Wolfgang. I remember you once defending mortals, and now you seek to punish them for things that they
I still defend
are
them
not
most.
responsible for.
No, it's just important to maintain discipline in the ranks. I haven't really changed much in that regard. I'll make
There's
them
an
clean toilets or
exclamation
something.
of joy, since you also did say that you revealed yourself in front of Wolfgang and the Ventru, as they spot all of you on the other side of the ballroom and come rushing over, apologizing profusely. He just disappeared.
Don't lose him again.
They, yes, sire, they bow, and just stand there staring at Murdoch.
Anyway, for
They
the
don't even
moment,
blink for like a solid 2 minutes.
please enjoy the party. I recommend one of the ones in red.
Yes, one of the many blood bags that are available to be fully drained, as they are, as previously stated, Turks.
They're barely people.
They're barely.
Jesus.
Gotta be a
Nothing that is
little
said in this game
careful.
accurately reflects any of our actual beliefs in real life.
Be careful. We do put these on YouTube.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Turks, like turkeys. Gobble
Like
gobble.
turkeys.
Yeah.
Turkeys aren't people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Lysandra is definitely like thrown off for a loop again because like every so often you just go off on this weird tangent.
Yeah.
Like the weird uncle.
Yeah. That's kind of his shtick.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. This weird German uncle who hates Turks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kind of.
So she's gonna shake her head. That's
I got the wrist.
I'm a Zemitzi. I understand like harming people, but like
What?
you have to be more accepting of other cultures, Wolfgang.
He's
Yeah,
the plague butcher. The Slayer Zemitzi.
Yeah,
Ironically,
remember,
though,
he was just outright killing people when the Black Plague swept through Volgrad.
I know.
Ironically, he has spent like 100 years traveling the world. He just still hates Turks, in
true.
particular.
I think before we take our break, though, and finally end this celebration, and we'll move on from here, so Alexandru can rejoin the
Well,
roleplay.
I do want to talk to two more people. I just wanted to put Murdoch
About
off
what?
onto Wolfgang's Lujog and Micah. Just talk to both of them, or not Lujog, Velia.
Yeah, Lugaj is not here. We can have a conversation with Velia when we come back from break.
Okay.
I kind of want to
Before we go, we can all have a conversation with Velia when we come back. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be great.
Well, I mean, I mostly want to kill him. But that's side note, really.
There's one more brief scene that I'm not going to share everything that happens in the scene. Only that Goratrix hands Ulrun something. and says, "This will break it. Drink up."
What did you do now?
He drinks.
And we're going to go ahead. We're going to go ahead and go to break on that. I have to pee. I'll be back.
Same.
I had to pee once.
I hope more than once. It's a natural bodily function.
I'm like a camel. I've only peed once in like 35 years.
In your whole life, single pee.
Yeah.
BRB.
And action.
Hello, and we're back. Thank you for waiting, everyone.
I don't think Hootie is back though.
That's okay. Hootie is busy with Lucida de Aragon right now. Which is, by the way, something possibly thousands of fanboys from the 90s have always wanted to do, since she was the face of the Lasombra clan for so long.
There's something on her face. What?
What?
Yeah, she's got too much respect for herself to let him do that, so no.
Oh, come on!
I mean,
There's
appearance 9
them.
is appearance 9.
It's true. She's gonna take it. She's gonna take it from every angle.
Sometimes when mommy and daddy and daddy and daddy and daddy and daddy think that mommy needs a facial, mommy gets a facial.
We are on Twitch. We are on Twitch.
I mean, we're just alluding to things. We're not even saying like splooge or anything like that.
We are live on Twitch.
We are fully live, yeah.
What did I miss?
So
I'm back.
A lot.
What
You missed a
happened?
lot, but nothing good. It's okay.
And it all was about you.
You and Lucida are having a great time, is all.
It's all right. You're having a great time.
But while I'm enjoying these Cheetos, let's have our little scene with Velia, the vivisectionist, who, for those who don't know, is a gloriously attractive vampire who is also appearance 9, by the way, whenever he wants to be, with beautiful flowing silver hair, glorious white robes with like mother of pearl colored thread filigree around the hems, uh, icy blue eyes, and olive skin. Has made his way around to everyone at the salon so far, for the most part, and seems to just be having a grand old time.
All this fuck. What?
Says Wolfgang.
Mine's a bruise.
Oh, Cheeto dust. I love them, but this is part of my self care, eating my favorite chips without being upset at myself.
Entirely fair.
Cheeto dust.
I had to. I spent 2 solid weeks eating grilled chicken and spinach for my diet to try and.
Noise.
Yeah, I was getting a little obsessive trying to get like a feminine body,
Yeah,
so I
add
had
some
to like
quinoa or
pull
something.
back. I've
That's some
pulled
healthy
back. I'm
grain.
having. Yeah, I've got more stuff. It's good. We're fine now. I'm on antidepressants. We're good. Things are better now.
Okay.
Yeah, my wife recently, she's like, okay, just add vegetables. I'll pick around them if I have to. I need to eat healthy.
Veggies. Veggies are good. Brussels sprouts?
I think so too, but she wasn't raised on them.
How did we get back on food?
I don't know. So Velia
Yeah, it
has
sort of
been
happens.
so Velia's been just being, pleasant conversation this entire evening.
Oh yeah.
What?
Continues to be gregarious and not threatening, but also just being Velia.
Such a bad idea, but Lysandra has to find out if he's just still a fucking Asaku.
Could we? Wouldn't surprise me.
How you going about that? How do you want to do this?
Hey, are you
So
still a Saku?
honestly, she has zero fucks given about social situations anymore or social awkwardness. Because she just doesn't care. But
that's a dangerous
I will
question.
do a perception empathy roll, from a distance to try to read his soul, read his aura, basically.
He has
Which is
no aura.
difficult. He has no aura.
Of course, he has at least that much. Awesome. Like,
Unfortunate. All right, that's fine. Um. Lysandra will at least attempt to strike up or will at least attempt to find Velia and have a conversation with him. Greet him somewhat
It is
normally.
impossible to miss him. Then please do. Greet him. Greet him.
Velia, how has it been?
Lysandra, you look amazing. I see you finally found your path.
She
How was
nods,
your
and are you?
chrysalis?
It was fantastic. And how was your path?
I got bored of it.
And what do you seek now?
The same thing I've always thought. Change,
So metamorphosis?
maybe. It's a very rude question to ask someone just like walking up in the middle of the salon. What path of enlightenment do you follow?
She like just
Sucked off
gives
any
him
Fae
a.
lately?
She's gonna just like give him like 3 or 4
I can do it too.
like just blinks to him and then just say, "The last time we had seen each other, you were dropping me from the air. I feel like I might be entitled to make sure that isn't going to happen again."
Yeah, I needed to give you a reward. You wanted more vicissitude, so I gave you the way to do it. Isn't that what you wanted? You wanted to be better at flesh crafting. I arranged this. You're welcome. What you did to Beastria, though, that was a work of art.
You know.
Or are you over here looking for someone to blame for your actions?
No, I'm not over here looking for anybody to blame. I was just over here to make pleasant talk and to ensure that you're not overtaken by those impulses anymore. If that's the case, I have absolutely no issue with you so long as you know.
Do you mean, do I want to eat you? Do I want to
Yes.
suck your blood? Make you a Saku again? No, I got bored. Once everybody started doing it, it kind of lost its appeal to me.
God damn it, Radu 2.0. I'm gonna kill you so bad.
What makes you think this wasn't 1.0?
Yeah, exactly. I'm not.
You killed Radu.
This is Velia. This is just Velia. Welcome to Velia.
Yeah. Well, my master couldn't kill you, but that doesn't mean that I can't. Gotta honor his name.
I see you've been busy.
I have been. I've heard that. Well, I haven't heard much about you for in quite a while, Velia. What have you been up to?
It's. I had to go. I had to fight with the god by the Baltic Sea, beat him, ate him. The usual. Bylebog, do you know who that was? Such a fight. But he was delicious.
I heard another version of that story,
Okay.
Oh, do tell. Yeah, Wolfgang will roll up. I wasn't involved in this
Wolfgang!
shit.
It's so nice to see you again. I have to remember, I forgot. Thank you so much for ownership of the body. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
He is trying to incite somebody into anger. If he's just having fun, though,
yeah,
is all Lysandra says.
I'm not starting to incite anyone to anger. I am genuinely, sincerely grateful.
Like I said, few qualms with eating certain folks.
Da. You ate the La Sombra, didn't you?
Me?
I should hope so.
No, I would never do something
No,
like
never.
that.
Never.
He's
And he
obviously
like
lying.
slaps
Yeah.
you on the chest playfully.
I
Never.
would
I not
never
like
something
no.
like that. No, I'm a good Banu. I mean, everybody knows I'm a Banu, so yeah, like at this point, might as well play along with it.
I was just telling Lysandra, it was so wonderful seeing what she unleashed from Bistria.
I will admit, I wish I could still make my children. That was enjoyable. I'll have to. I'll have to find that talent again.
Oh, da. I think Simeon is making them now.
Do you know where he is by chance?
No. I stopped tracking him when I got bored.
Where was the?
That happened a lot for you?
Where did
It is
you
easy to
last?
get bored as immortal.
Perhaps you should pick up more hobbies.
I do. I pick up many hobbies. I try new things every year. What
Where
does
was the
this
last
like?
place?
Recently picked up the arts. Do you like what I have made? He will refer to all of the like icons of himself.
Oh, this is not your best work. I do like the Turks though. The Turks are a good choice. A little subdued to my taste, I think, but you know. And he just grabs a dude in a red toga and just starts fucking draining him right there.
Yeah, that's fine. They're not people. I don't actually think that in real life. Just saying.
No, it's totally
I mean,
fine. After he finishes draining its blood, he kind of puts his hand on its forehead and just melds him into a flesh and bone chair and sits down.
I mean, let's be honest. If they'd stop invading everyone else's territory, maybe people wouldn't fucking hate them.
The Turks, they're terrible. On this, we have always agreed.
Their cavalry is kind of impressive, but in like a fuck you kind of way.
Lysandra, I know you have so many questions. I do
oh,
not know where Simeon is.
Do you know where he was?
I know that he was beneath the Carpathians.
I don't like that, is all she's going to say before she shrugs. At some point in time, he will have to be dealt with, I'm sure.
To Kupala. Yeah, no, he has gone to Kupala to obey his master. No, this is when I realized what was really going on, I had to step away, put that to the side. You know, that's not for me.
Oh, it wasn't for you, huh? Having your mind entirely diluted?
No, it's no. No. I like my mind to be my mind.
That's good to hear. I hear Kupala doesn't play well with others. Yes, I understood it.
Demon. Demons tend not to.
There have been a lot of demons in Transylvania, I believe, and a lot of...
Where?
What do you do when you see a demon? Out of curiosity.
I have never seen another demon outside. How many demons have you seen?
You've never seen a Bali in action?
A Bali is not really a demon. A Bali is a vampire that has let the demon fuck them like a sock puppet and wear them like meat suit.
Yeah, but they call them, don't they?
Sometimes.
You've never seen this in person?
No, I can't. No, I have seen Bali. I suppose that counts.
Well, what do you do when you see them? I guess is my question, out of curiosity.
Leave? Try to avoid them? Bali are fucking terrifying. I don't know if you know this or not, but you should not, unless you absolutely think you have the upper hand in either combat or negotiation, just don't be there. Just turn around, go the other way.
I suppose, but they kind of, I would argue, maybe they give us a bad image.
Sure. Why you ask so many questions about the Bali? Are you going to fight Bali soon?
Curiosity,
Oh, okay.
purely. We were talking of demons. Is not a strange step we could make.
It's really just very heavy talk, though. Um, Bali are no fun. Just no fun.
Yeah, I think you're all about the fun, huh?
Of course.
Fun, fuck the elders, fuck the rules.
Ugh. I mean, I am, of course, an elder at this point, technically, but fuck the Ventru still.
I
Age is
agree.
only a number, right?
It's all a state of mind, you know.
As long as you weren't, sending people to die for your petty grievances.
I mean, the Ventru have been doing that for millennia. It is
Exactly.
literally all they do.
Kind of their thing, isn't it?
Ah, ah. Thank you again for the not invitation to your party. I really enjoyed it.
Of course. All was welcome to enjoy the excitement.
Thank you, thank you. Is there something else though that you need from me?
No, I'm just doing my due diligence, and I
Of
should
course. Thank you.
approach everyone at my party.
Uh, uh, so many people here. It is huge party.
I thought you should know that Almorosh has recently passed, however. I thought you
My
might be it.
condolences. I
It
know you
isn't.
were close to him.
It is unfortunate, it is true. It seemed the respectful thing to
He was a truly terrifying opponent.
do. I'm aware. I fought him many times, and very few did he let loose.
How did he die?
A miscommunication.
Let's see.
Anyway, please enjoy the salon.
I intend to. Lysandra, did you need anything else from me? Otherwise, I am going to go hang with the Zamitsi. I don't believe you are welcome there anymore.
No.
Yeah, Wolfgang will turn with a, like, fuck that guy.
No? Why is that?
Because you are not a Zamitsi anymore.
I'm still more Zamitsi than some of them.
I'd like to catch that if I didn't already know it.
Who says it loud enough for you to hear?
Yeah, I will.
He says it loud enough for anyone at the salon to hear.
Of course he does, because he's an asshole. I will hold on to that information if we didn't. And then I will walk away because I don't want to be any more close to this fucking asshole.
Congratulations. I hope you enjoyed. You will find her a more fickle mistress than any other you could have found in the vampire community, though. You will come to regret that, I have no doubt. A gift to your coterie. He kind of gets up out of the beautifully crafted chair. He just like halves his successes on the chair, and it's like 9 successes, and just pushes it into a table. It is all bone and muscle sinew.
It will be burned later.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
I don't want that shit.
But he, of course, had to provide a gift.
Yep.
Well, yeah. I mean, it was a calculated insult.
Yeah. Also, not that he hasn't just outright ignored the laws of hospitality in the past. Kind of. Yeah. Technically, they weren't invoked properly, but whatever.
Yeah.
Semantics! I look forward to seeing what becomes of you, Lysandra. And he just scoots off.
He scoots boogie.
Scoot and boogie.
I feel like he just like throws a snot rocket on the floor.
He does. He like electric slides away. It's just all like bloody phlegm.
Oh, yuck. A little bit of meat.
Well, I mean, that's all vampires really have for fluids in their bodies now is blood.
Yeah, yeah. Yuck.
So, unless there's any other conversations to have this evening, I'd love to move to the next day so Alexandru can be brought up to speed on everything that's happened. And the party can maybe actually discuss what they're going to do because a bunch of offers have now been made. Many of the vampires depart the next evening. There's some farewells, but other than that, there's not really a big fanfare. But both Maximus and Micah have stayed in the vicinity as there was talks about negotiations to happen. So, I'd love for the group to get together, figure out what they'd like to do, and then we can go from there.
Wolfgang will need to talk to the man on the mountain before he makes any calls in this regard.
Excellent.
Always listening to the elders.
Why not? This one has been pretty supportive, frankly.
Murdoch this next morning would like to talk to Lysandra privately before we meet with everyone else.
You're pretty quiet.
Oh, sorry. I would like to speak with Lysandra before meeting with everyone else. Private.
Okay, cool. So I thought I heard. Not that it matters to me, I'm not involved.
I'm down to do whichever one first.
Lysandra would be open to talking before any meetings in the evening.
Yeah, do that one first.
Okay. Murdoch would approach Lysandra. Lady Lysandra, do you have a minute?
Oh, good evening, Murdoch. What is it that I can do for you?
When we first talked, you had said something about skills on changing my form to hide better. Is that offer still on the table?
Of course, of course. What do you want to look like?
On any surface you want.
I can make your skin blue, I can make your eyes green, I can make your hair purple.
Isn't he already blue?
He's tinted blue.
He's tinted blue.
Yeah, so much like the Nosferatu clan curse, the Kiasid clan curse can also not be hidden forever.
Yes.
Yeah, so Lathandra's eyes are always permanently mismatched now, no matter what she does with vicissitude.
You can always claw one out.
It'll grow back
How
the
about
next day.
no?
Yeah,
How
but
about
you
no?
do it every day. That's what I would do if I
Yeah,
were.
no, absolutely. You can do the changes every day, but they will revert after you sleep.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was my plan as a case. Just gouge it out every day. That'd be brutal.
I just different. I'm not. I really haven't thought about how I want to look. I just need to look different. I understand that, and he looks at his tinted blue skin, that these probably won't go away. But anything that can help even the coterie a little bit hide my identity, I feel, is what I at least owe you all.
Lysandra would nod.
They now know that I'm here, and I have now all put you in danger, and know that you have all taken me in. It's the least I could do. So I leave it up to your very capable hands and fashion sense to change me.
Well, you said you were from where again? Ireland?
The Emerald Isles, yes.
The Emerald Isles. Let's try for something Greek.
That will work for me.
And
All
then
Greek to
I'll
me.
take, yeah, I believe that's a dexterity bodycrafts roll.
All right, yeah, go ahead and give me that roll.
Yep,
And is that what this conversation was for? Just the
Yeah.
change?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember what it is.
I think it's difficulty 7 for body crafts.
I could go look it up. I have the book open.
It is. Difficulty varies depending on the changes. Appearance can be okay. It's dexterity bodycrafts. And I think it's difficulty 8.
I like the idea that this surgery you're about to perform is called an
So-
irification.
The vicissitude, from what I understand, the vicissitude is it starts at difficulty 8, but if you have body crafts instead of medicine, then it drops to 6.
Malleable visage, use can alter their own body.
Because it's also using transmogrify the clay and rend the Elsius frame. Because I'm like fundamentally altering your body structure, so.
Are you just changing the skin color?
No, I'm changing skin color, his like cheekbones, his face, his stature. Like he'll probably even walk differently afterwards because his bones will be in a different place.
Damn, son.
But
All of that will remain except his skin color, which will revert to blue tint every day.
yep, I assume everything like if she made his skin tanner, it would be like a tan blue. Like
It'll
she's
be
not
tan
getting
for a day. He'll go to
okay.
sleep and then wake up, and his body will revert it to blue.
Okay, just normal blue. Okay,
Do
so
you
he's
not
just
have obscuration?
What?
Huh?
Do you not have obfuscation?
Obtenebration?
Or I said obfuscation, which is not correct, but it's not wrong either.
No, is the thing I have to work with is I have the thing that I need. I have chemistry 1, so I can make the illusion of my skin not be blue, but anybody who has off specs anything is going to see right through it.
Yeah, you just need to get more then, right?
Yeah. And again, these are things that I have to learn.
Yeah.
Yes. I do have ways around it, but fundamentally changing everything will help.
Yeah, it also like makes you vulnerable to vicissitude and the elder or the eldest or whatever.
Not my vicissitude, thank you.
Yeah, you say that, but I don't.
I'm gonna use willpower for this, because I don't want to fuck it up on him.
Please don't.
There you go. There's 10 successes. How high do you want your
Yeah.
appearance to be? Is up to you. But yeah, you can pretty much, if you want to be appearance 8, you can be appearance 8. If you want to be appearance 5, you can be appearance 5.
I'm gonna be appearance 8.
Cool. Do you have obfuscate?
Oh, I definitely don't have obfuscate.
Right. Again, I'm just gonna put this out there once more that anyone with appearance above 6 is going to start having problems if they are visible to mortals.
Argue six
People
problem.
6 is above like human. It's supernatural, it's really intense. It's still kind of fine. When you
Yeah,
start hitting 7 and 8, you are leaving the realms of even possibility. It
what was
becomes painful to look upon you.
what was
Then
Helena Troy like? 6,
7
7, like.
or maybe 6, I don't know. Either way,
Y'all want to start wars? Because that's how you start wars.
yeah, it's
I
gonna
will.
happen.
Yeah,
I
Lysandra
will.
would caution you that unless you have a way of hiding yourself, it is best to not look too good.
Okay, I
Because,
would probably do 6.
alright,
Right there at the cusp.
you now have
uh,
Greek features, probably even like a different colored hair, everything else, but you know, your skin is still blue. Lysandra
why
would
he
not
gotta
change
be a
that
Greek?
because that's the
I
flavor that Lysandra chose.
yeah.
That seems rude.
He fully left it up to her.
Lysandra
I
is
know you
Greek,
did.
so
I
like,
know. I just like giving you shit for it.
I know. All right. How? Also, she would have disconnected your pain sense or your ability to feel pain beforehand, and then reconnected it afterwards. I think with 10 successes, that's acceptable. Yes? No?
No,
Sans?
absolutely. No,
Okay.
you rolled 10 successes. You're fine.
Okay. Okay.
Do what you will.
Yeah, like
All right. Yes,
you're
you are. You
cool.
are.
Go
You are
ahead.
fine. You are fine. You have felt no pain. You are beautiful.
Easy breezy.
And then she will like hold up a mirror for him to inspect himself. What do you think of my work?
He physically takes a minute to like register that this is him now, and goes, "Looks great, thank you."
You'll nod. I might have to reintroduce you to the coterie because you do not look the same, but you know, we're on the way to meet them now. Let us go.
Very well, yeah.
Right.
And be careful. It might be awkward at first moving.
All right, we're gonna move away from here now and go to Wolfgang, the old man on the mountain. How are you reaching out to him?
I'll just go. I'll
You
walk
just
there.
bounce off to Alamut.
Yeah. It only takes me a couple hours.
You find him tending his gray tree, the same as he always is. Wearing a very simple white robes. He's got a little rake. He's kind of pushing around dirt.
Ludoris. And then he will give a respectful bow.
My current fate.
The west it moves. I thought you would be informed.
Well,
First of all, the target. I'm pretty sure is an object now. We should probably discuss that.
indeed.
I mean, an actual object. Like, he's no longer a vampire. Well, vampire, whatever the fuck he is.
So he is dead, but not by your hand.
I think, best I can tell, he is imprisoned, but I am not positive. So I'm not sure if there is precedent for that in the laws.
We will have to return payment if we cannot complete the contract.
It might be possible to fulfill the contract. But as I understand it, Durgasin claims he has fate. He has tasks to complete. Unless there's ways to move his fate to another. That would be the best case scenario, but that is... I'm but a warrior.
Please, I think the name Jurgensen. I have never met her. And she didn't
You have become
own
robot.
fate. Robot.
Robot.
Unfortunately,
You are Robot.
I mean, you are the man on the mountain. I will not tell you what you are, but
I am a robot.
kind of
Looks like
no big deal.
okay. Looks like I was having a connection issue. My Discord was down at red bars for a second. Is that better?
You sound
Yes,
pretty-
much better.
If I could pass his fate to another, I would do so. There is another Dampier.
Fate is not our dominion. His name's been called.
And
You
it's back.
need contract or not.
What?
Hello?
Still.
Amity on.
How about now?
Yeah, still bad.
Still robot.
Welcome back.
Hello?
Hello.
You're sounding better now,
Okay.
for what it's worth.
Well, hopefully it stays that way. It looks like my satellite's not out of alignment or anything.
What is it normally? Like, kinda good?
No, generally I think my satellite is like lawful neutral.
Oh, right, alright. I feel that. Well, we're having a lawful evil conversation in all likelihood.
Absolutely.
So, alright, so you know of no way to manipulate fate?
It is not what I care about. Does it matter?
Maybe. He's.
Just because one old woman says so?
I mean, her own fate is so tied that the Baba will
He's
not
like,
even.
yeah, like, no, no,
The
no.
Like you start
You-
saying that, and he just goes,
and that's
"Oh
all you
no,
get
stop!"
out before there's an
He
old
can't cut
finger just like,
himself. Will not interfere with her own actions. And I have met her.
if the contract cannot be completed, then we will return payment.
That's simple.
Did
Can we
you
not
fail
delay
on
it?
purpose?
Hardly. My wife was going to do the job, and it happened before I even had a chance to act. It's not impossible. We could possibly make the choice yet. But, I was just wondering if there was a precedent for this. I would
No,
not,
not
insult,
really.
I would not insult the clan by failure. Frankly, the man was becoming a shit. I was glad to kill him. But that is, a side issue, I suppose.
Hmm?
What would you have me do? Continue it?
If you do not. Do you wish for a stay of execution till after his destiny is fulfilled? I would argue that if he has a destiny to fulfill, he would not be killable.
That is kind of my impression. I mean, the typical contract is 100 years. I still have plenty of time by that. By that account.
Then, wait out. You have killed him in that time. We will have another conversation then.
Sounds good. There is an upcoming war. The Ventru wish to speak with me. I suspect the Tremere Ventru war will be inflamed again soon. Have the Banu fled? Have the Banu fed well from the last one?
We did. But we'll continue remaining neutral.
Do you have a preference about my own activities?
Not bring shame to the clan. Not share our disciplines with the others. Slay those who have fallen to the paths of monstrousness.
Robot again.
Yeah, you get pretty robotic again. Then I am happy to make profit from fools.
This feels like it could have been an email.
This feels like it could have been an email. Is that what you just said?
Sorry.
You're so
He said
robotic-y. You're so robotic-y.
It's real bad. Like, it's real bad.
Awesome. Oh,
See, this is why I like this guy. He doesn't really give a shit about what I do.
Fill your contracts. Don't like.
He's kind of the best elder.
I mean, he will fully kill you if he has to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just without hesitation.
Yeah, our alignments match.
Okay.
It's a little better.
Now it's green again.
All right.
Yes, let's go ahead and jump to the coteries meeting then. I am really starting to feel bad about Alexandra not getting to participate.
Yeah.
The next day, the group gathers.
I present everybody Murdoch.
Yeah, I will re-up my amulet of Hakim while I'm there, and then I will just FYE.
Good evening, everyone.
Well, what do we know?
I was able to
Oh boy,
speak.
still have a pounding headache.
Well, you know, you can't drink like you used to with wisdom. You'll say with a grin.
I suppose that's true. Staying up for 3 days on magic alone did not help either.
Fuck that.
I was able to get in contact with the Vintru. They would like to meet this evening.
Oh, you're having the Vintru at the table. Again.
Lysandra spits on the floor.
Best I not be in the room then.
At least they don't turn their servants into furniture. Just throwing that out there. If you care about
Oh
things
no,
like humanity,
Oh no, they just mind fuck them until they can't resist at all.
Yeah.
Real quick, who all is at this meeting? Is it just coterie?
I think it's just coterie at this point, yeah.
Okay.
Genevieve can
Carry on.
if she wants to be, but I mean, like, it's Genevieve. She does whatever the fuck she wants.
She does.
I could feel Harry later, I assume.
Well, those that would want to at least hear the Vintru out, you're welcome to join me.
Well, I will have my own meeting with them. Of course.
Could we all not just publicly speak with them?
Would.
Not publicly, but like just collectively in here together.
I
Instead of
suppose,
doing all of this scheming behind closed doors.
I think you know damn well that is exactly how it has to be.
Well,
This is a vampire game, yeah.
I know.
I had just assumed when you spit on the floor you wouldn't hear them out, and Alexandra made it clear he didn't want to be there.
I will hear all offers, and Alexandru, you are still a part of this coterie, although they might not appreciate you or the things that you have done.
Or what I am, given the event through.
Yes,
So I
they
would
might want to
like.
kill you and your kid.
So I will, as it, sit this one out, if it as it were.
Up to you.
I will still listen in, of course, but
You're welcome to the table as far as I'm concerned. Others aren't willing
He
to
just
speak
wants to
about
be able
it.
to leave the table because the Venture are very
Yeah,
close-minded.
oh, I don't blame him. They seem like posh fucks.
Like posh fucks.
Yeah, I'm a
They
dad.
absolutely are.
They absolutely are.
Wolfgang, given all that has happened, I'll be using your eyes to see tonight.
That's fine.
So we shall go meet.
Out of character, real quick.
Yeah.
The clans are like the superior clan,
No, that exists
they?
yet.
Yeah.
So, the Ventru bloodlines are their family bloodlines.
But I mean more like they don't like, Kiasid or Ravnos or
Change.
things
Ravnos aren't a
outside the
bloodline.
norm. Are they not? I thought in Dark Ages they were a bloodline.
Ravnos are a main clan.
Oh, I'm sorry, they're just not like
They're a low clan.
Yeah,
that's what I meant. They're not a high clan. Like aren't the Venture like kinda snobbish towards people who aren't of like high clan?
They are the
origin?
high clan of high clans, yes.
Yes, so they're like the elitists.
It's kind of the jam.
If rich old white person was ever an actual thing, it's the Ventures.
Okay. So
But white is
Elrin-
inappropriate for this. They are rich and old.
Alrin,
They're only white because they're vampires.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're bound with your white. Yeah, I suppose so.
So, Alrin,
Yes.
why do you wish to ally yourself with people who would want to see Alexandru, Murdoch here, and myself, and probably even Andaka if they weren't so terrified of us all dead?
He doesn't
They-
need to answer. He wants to play the ball.
They have never expressed their wish to see you dead to me. I think that's a bold assumption.
I don't believe it to be bold at all. I believe it to be. I believe that they will use it as long as they can and then discard us.
Don't waste resources.
Dispatch us.
Which is exactly what those two wish to do to them.
Yeah.
I don't see, like, what are you arguing about?
The Zibisi wouldn't do the same? I say finish a payday as best we can and get the fuck out. Let them kill each other. Who gives a shit?
So you plan on just leaving Transylvania?
No. I plan to let them kill each other and I defend my own fucking lands. If they want to pay me to fight the side, I'll take whichever is the bigger paycheck.
So,
So you would pay, you'd be paid, you'd be willing to be paid
Maybe.
to harm.
Zibisi. Sure.
No, I'm sorry. Let me restart this. So, we just talked about how the Venture, if they saw Alexandru, might try to kill him.
Maybe.
And his...
Or they don't give a shit. Entirely. Do they? I don't really know them.
They want the help of our coterie. I doubt that they would go so far as to attack Alexandru and piss us off.
Not in front of any of you, but I'm certain they will attempt to kill me eventually.
Eventually, but that doesn't have to be today or this year or in the next 100.
Well, that is true of
why-
pretty much all of the clan elders.
And
Maybe we need to make it. Maybe we need to make it clear that Alexandru has always been in the coterie, and what he is doesn't change that.
Maybe. We might have enough sway. We are wanted in this war. That is not a small feat. The fact that we have had petitioners for our favor is not a small thing.
No, it
I
isn't.
say we should get the most out of it. That's all I'm saying.
I would just rather get the most out of it and not aid somebody who will just
kill
stab us in the
anybody
back
they
for what
don't
we
agree
are.
with.
Then there's no one to aid but Sandra.
Exactly. They're all going to try to stab us in the back eventually.
Then why aid any of them?
Get out.
Then why aid any of them? Just
Self-
keep to the borders and defend what is ours.
Self-preservation.
If we don't.
They're gonna try to come kill us anyway.
No.
Yes, if you play
necessarily,
both sides,
but if
they'll
we're in
eventually
the
find
way,
out.
they might.
Yes, one side trying to kill you is a lot better than both at the same time.
What did you find out, Alvin? What do you know so far?
I know that they're willing to offer a lot on the Ventru side.
I got the impression Maximus was fond of your work previously. That's not a small thing.
Yep, they're gonna keep us close and watch us and control us. Make sure we do what they want.
And Velia and Micah won't do the same thing.
They're pretty big on freedom.
Mike is a
They're big on their vision of freedom, with one
Yeah.
in which everyone is bound to them.
and I
Yeah.
would argue Mike is a pretty cold fish. I'm not entirely sure what Micah feels, if anything.
Micah's had a rough life.
Rough on Micah or not, I want to know someone who feels. I can't trust Micah. I would love to, but Micah has done nothing to make me trust him.
You can't trust any of them. I don't understand why that is even a question.
My point. The Ventru I don't trust either, but I trust them enough to fulfill the contract and then go. Micah I don't trust even that much. They pressured
Has
us.
Micah ever lied to you?
No, but Micah pressured us when we didn't want to do anything. They pressured us into interactions with Tremere, and then Tremere himself showed up, risking everything. I don't like being bullied.
You
The
owed him
Ventru
a
are at
favor
least-
and he made you. I'm sorry. Even I had to go through with that, and I wasn't even a part of the coterie when you had racked up that debt with him.
Yes, but you like him, so what you can.
I didn't want to meet the Tremere.
I don't
Good
ask.
things came from it. It wasn't all horrible.
No, I meant the Tremere, not Tremere in general. I didn't mind Gortrix. Gortrix is like the first half decent one that I've met, and it seems Ristania is charming as
I
well.
will also say that that debt was not incurred by anyone here.
So I feel that is more contractual versus bullying. You were contracted. Somebody sold a favor from the coterie to him. But regardless, I understand you're not put at ease by the fact that he is emotionless.
What is their true objective? Death to all elders?
Freedom from the
My
elders.
I suppose.
That is my understanding as well, as freedom from the elders. After all, the the Vinniculum, or the Vulture, whatever it's called at this point in time, was developed by them, by the Tzimisce, who...
For slavery.
No, it was made to break slavery.
Sounds like slavery.
It's trading one freedom for
Yeah.
false
And then one
freedom.
yoke for another.
The Vinniculum induces a sense of friendship more so than servitude in one another.
Okay, so it's with a different coat of paint. At least the Ventru are just willing to pay me and be done with it.
And use dominate and presence on you.
They have yet
If
to
they
do
use
that.
presence and dominate, I will tell them to fuck themselves, and I will not help them. I don't act well to subjugation and bullying.
And the Ventru have always been the bullies, is what I am trying to say.
Say so.
I've worked closely with them. They're not the monsters that you say they are.
To quote your own words, aren't we all monsters in some way?
Yes.
Yes.
Then why work with something that is still trying to subjugate something else?
Because
Be
they
your
don't
own
make furniture out of people.
So don't.
What do you mean, so?
You're saying don't side with anyone. Even the humans subjugate each other. What are you even talking about?
Again, we have a chance to eat what is ours and not better or worsen this world in any way.
No. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. Even I know that. Who is not part of this game.
I don't know. I say let's just hear them out.
Let's hear them both out, and then we'll talk again and see.
That is my opinion as well.
But all I know is that Alexandru, Murdoch here, myself, and possibly even Andaka will have targets on their back and while working with the Ventru.
As you
More so
will be
than
working with the Tzimisce.
I feel like it'd be a little bit less of a target with the Tzimisce.
Your misplaced love.
I understand your clan loyalty. I really do. But I don't see how I am safer defending Tzimisce than I am the Ventru.
You're not safe regardless.
Because you live in Tzimisce land. Because
Tzimisce have
objectively,
no control over Transylvania anymore.
Does it lie within the Carpathian Mountains?
It does.
They have control here.
Only what we give them.
Alexandru. When you were a Koldun,
As I continue to work, no, they will not have control here.
You're quiet again, Chris.
No, I said, then why work for either side and give either side more ammunition?
Because we could be trampled between the two of them. Because the war will likely. So it could be smart to pick one or the other.
It could be smart. Or you raise your own army and fight back against both.
I have
Fight
my own
both
army,
oppressors.
but they have been around for a lot longer than I have.
And you've all made connections. You've made that apparent through this entire salon. Use them.
The Ventru have legions at their disposal.
Yeah, like a lot.
Murdoch, the Ventrue have been bred and built for war, even more so than the Zamitsi have been. They're ready to fight, and
Again, I am just pointing out that joining either oppressor makes you part of the problem and not the solution.
I don't think there's any dissuading this war. I think it's going to happen regardless. And I don't
That's
think
what I'm
there's much
saying. Neither side is going to listen, so why aid either side?
Because we are on the physical place where the war
And the rules of hospitality still happen even during war.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
Only for-
Not like the way you're thinking.
I wouldn't honor them.
You wouldn't honor most things, from what I've gathered.
True.
Elrin, you should always honor hospitality.
Even through or not the Zamitsi.
No, they are not. They do not have very much honor. They all only care about their hierarchy.
Again, I see no benefit from joining either side, and that's my opinion.
I agree with you on that. Well, minus the fact that if we don't join one side, we'll be trampled by both. So why
Well-
not play both?
I vote that.
Because selling to both sides always leads to the death of the side that sells to both sides.
At the moment that they catch us, people will try to hunt you down.
Yeah, of course.
You already got one over on them once, Elrin.
Yeah, and they know that, and they still want to recruit me.
I know my
Maybe
value.
that's just a trap.
Way successful they go one over on them.
I say we hit and run. We get as much as we can, we get the fuck out. I think this is probably our best bet.
Discord is cutting out.
Right. Alright, I set my piece on this situation. Again, old gang, I knock, you answer.
Yeah.
I am.
I have to speak to Mitru yet. I'll hear what he has to say. I'll give him nothing.
Maximus.
No, Mitru. Sorry, Mithras.
Oh yeah.
I have to speak with Mithras.
Do not speak with Mithras. It is not a good idea.
On what? I just insult him? By not accepting the invitation?
She'll shrug. Does it really matter if you insult an elder?
I think so.
You've already done so.
Yeah, that is true. But they are still powerful. You don't insult them on a whim. You insult them strategically.
Exactly.
And he has
You
no
deny his
reason to-
request. He comes here. We kill him.
I doubt
Another
that's
elder
how it's
dead.
going to go.
Mithras is not going to come here himself.
And we have a reputation. That's not how it's going to go. I will go to him, and we will see.
I thought we were having a conversation with them tonight to
With-
hear what their deal was.
With Maximus.
With Maximus, yes. All right. Let's just take a quick thought. Who wants to start?
I haven't heard all the terms from either side yet.
Yes, but where are you leaning? You're leaning towards both, yes? I know you. You're leaning towards both, yes?
Whichever one is more beneficial at the time.
Okay, what I thought. Cassandra? You're leaning towards the Zimisi?
I am leaning towards either neutrality or the Zemitsu, because the Ventru will attempt to leash us far more than the Zemitsu ever will.
They might.
I am leaning
And also
towards-
because Mithras is sort of not friendly to me. So there's also that.
To you. Why?
She will kind of stretch. Because when I first arrived to Transylvania, I diablerized one of his childer.
Why?
Well, when you have an angry Radu in your face, or not angry, I suppose, but a Radu in your face, and that is the gift of hospitality, is that it, as you said, you do not insult an elder,
I did.
and did.
I told him fuck you. He offered me the same damn thing.
Yep, but I took
don't-
it.
Yeah, well, I don't sell myself. In that
You are
way.
literally talking about how you're selling
Silly.
yourself, how to
Yeah.
best sell yourself.
Yes, in a physical sense. Not that I
Ren.
sold my fucking soul in domination.
And
I
again,
keep
Brent,
distance between myself and the other elders. Ugh, anyway, Andy, where do you want to go?
I'm leaning toward the Zemitsu side, which I know sounds weird coming from me, but I've
does.
recently made an asset with La Sombra.
And is La Sombra arbiters missing?
Ass set.
Yes, they are, usually.
Do we know where the Tremere lie?
Tremere with the
They are
Ventru,
with
I
the
don't know.
Ventru.
I do not know about Goratrix's ilk, though. I hope that they are more freedom inspired.
The Tremere? Aren't they as much domination as the Ventru?
If not more in certain circumstances.
Goratrix struck me as different than the rest of the Tremere, though, when we had traveled with him.
Alexandru, do you not care?
You are going to war and do what you will. I will have no direct part in it either way.
I'm not sure we have much choice. I assume we make the best of what we can. Murdoch,
Alexandru, real quick, where is your son siding?
These are vampire fairs.
And is he not technically a member of the Basara Revenant line?
He does not see himself as such in that way.
Just ensure he does not get harmed in this war. I would hate to see something bad happen to him.
That kid will be
Of
fine.
course not.
As well as the Venture will probably. I have seen him. He's probably also on the top of something that they would want to harm.
Oh, absolutely he is. But the same goes for the old clan.
and Murdoch, you want what? Neutrality?
Neutrality, no side.
Okay. That's two in favor of getting what we can, two in favor of neutrality. Or Samisi, and then what? Two no votes? Is that what I'm reading here?
Seems accurate to me.
So a
But don't
perfect
think of it-
split.
But don't think of it as votes. Think of it more as what each of us does. Because your services can be rented. My services can be rented. You know, we don't have to be on the same side.
I feel like if we were not on the same side, then we should at least come to an understanding of if we see banners on opposite ends, then we Do
We're
not
not
harm
gonna
each
kill
other.
each other.
Yeah. Like that would be a red flag.
I imagine there would be significantly less value if they're not getting the entire coterie.
There's also
true.
that.
That would set up. That would also set up flags. I say we talk to Mithras.
I am not going near Mithras.
Then don't. I will talk to Mithras and I will see what he has to say.
We will talk to Maximus.
Mithras invited me. As far as I know, that's who I'm talking to.
Oh, you want to go to London?
He invited me at the
Yeah,
throne of Michael.
No.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You can absolutely go to London to meet with Mithras. That can happen.
Yeah.
But tonight is
what I thought
Maximus.
was gonna happen.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought we were just talking with Maximus.
We are.
talking
Nope.
Maximus,
But yeah,
I don't-
everyone else starting Maximus.
Yeah, I just don't see what we're gonna get to by talking to Maximus until we talk to everybody.
He gets orders directly from Mithras.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, like Maximus is the guy who can give us. He has the keys to the castle.
Yep. It's just that.
The order of things.
Yeah, just that Wolfgang separately got a invitation from Mithras.
Yes.
Yes, and that was before Nyx got killed. So
Ooh, don't do that. Bad idea.
yeah, but my point is that was the order of operations.
I see.
Someone played a counter spell, and a bunch of shit happened on top of it. That's
Yep.
Yeah, the stack got a little complicated.
You activated my trap card.
Exactly.
You invited
As
us.
far as
You
we
invited
know,
me to meet
that
you,
counter
Elder.
at the
Well,
bottom of the stack is still in play. That's all. That's the
Yep.
only point Wolfgang is making.
just they expect servitude.
Both sides expect servitude of some format or another.
They expect us to bow and scrape. And we have made it a pattern that we don't bow or scrape. And so they want us.
And I will also just state this: the Zamitsi are horrific. I do not side with them out of a love or a want. There is a small desire, sure, but not. I look at it logically. I have seen the power of Koldunists. Some of the new clan still has that power. I don't want to fight with people who can dominate and use presence versus people who can destroy your entire castle in an evening if they just sneeze at you. That's another thing that I am weighing the options on.
They destroy our castle, we would destroy one of theirs, back and forth, back and forth. As long as we live, it doesn't matter.
And then there's that part as well. Do you want to eat? How many of you want to eat Zamitsi constantly and put your souls at risk?
Like, Alexandra just rubs his temples at that. Do you
I don't
think
feel the need to constantly diablerize.
he hasn't been doing so this entire time?
He has been cleaning up the rabble. The wandering Zamitsi. Yes. Go and try and diablerize Velia and let me know how your mind feels afterwards. Because you're not going to kill him with your sword or with your blood. You'll have to eat him.
There's other ways.
My stance is I'm going to again do what I do best, throw our words against you. Instead, we don't bow or yield. Then why are we joining a side? That sounds like bowing and yielding to me.
Because if we don't pick a side, we crushed under both.
Self-preservation
been around for a long time, and we have seen some shit. My master did not kill Velia. Which, I don't know if you know this, but Velia can turn into a literal fucking dragon.
So can I.
Okay,
You
then you
witnessed
can
this.
fight him as a dragon.
You hate.
You yourself say we don't power. But that's what you're doing.
No, I'm agreeing potentially to a contract until that contract is over.
To me.
No, it's just proper business.
That's just business.
Murdoch, contracts are not bowing in. Contracts aren't the same. However, what will end up happening if we work for the venture is we will end up most likely dominated out of our minds to some extent. Whereas the Zemitzi friendship,
The hell?
the
did
Zemitzi
happen?
at least attempted to offer friendship
No.
and equality through Vinniculum.
Yeah,
Sounds
which
either
I
way like slavery, just a different.
It's exactly what it is.
which is why I like the Ventru more. But I don't
It was
love
created
the
to
Ventru.
usurp the control of the blood bonds that elders had.
If your mind is weak enough to be constantly dominated, then you should probably pick your own side and disappear.
No, what I'm stating is
Smash cut from here to Mitru out front in the ballroom talking with Maximus.
Oh yeah. Just fucking show up.
He will be a project. It's okay.
Mitru never left. He was here.
Oh yeah. I keep confusing the two.
Too many M
There's
names.
a lot of M names, yeah.
Yeah.
just means slavery by a different name.
I have been bloodbound and I have been under the effects of the Voldery, or the Vinniculum. It is different. Vastly.
Doesn't sound any different than me. But am I the only one that's seeing that? Apparently.
No, you're not.
I can say that it grants an advantage.
We are immune to blood bonds while we are within the Vinniculum.
Exactly. So I can't be bloodbound to the Ventru.
Unless they, find a way to usurp that.
But if they could usurp it, what was the point of the Vinniculum in the first place?
I don't understand why y'all are so afraid of being bloodbound or dominated, as if you don't have a choice to fight back against these things.
Because this choice is not just going to affect us, Alrin. It is going to affect what we leave behind.
What you leave behind matters not. It's
we
what you
stand
take
at
with
the-
you and go forward with.
We stand on the tip of a knife. We can either
They're always on the
say-
tip of the knife.
we can always say hierarchy is the way to go, and we should always follow orders.
I never agreed to following any orders.
Mitru's.
You will, upon taking a contract, to follow the orders of who is hiring you.
No, they will ask me to complete a task and I will say yes or no.
Just the point of the contract. As long as you understand what the requirements are before you sign it, that's as fair as it can be. That's nice of him.
It seems that we are still all at an impasse here.
Yeah,
We should listen to each offer.
yeah. That's kind of my opinion.
So who first, Maximus or Micah?
We already spoke to Micah.
Not with an offer we did not.
Micah offered us to join this meeting, yes?
He offered the Vinniculum and to purchase our services.
Yes, we have not yet heard the offer to purchase our services, which is what the Venture are going to be doing.
Not interested in the Vernacular, so.
Yes, that can be entirely separate, Wolfgang. That's entirely separate. That was an entirely separate offer.
I don't see how these things are separate.
Because Mike, out of character. I don't know if this is Wolfgang in character or like mess up or anything, but like Micah literally said, Vinniculum first, and then oh you don't want that? Okay, I'm willing to just straight up buy your services without the Vinniculum involved at all. That is what Micah said.
Okay.
His words.
That's only a temporary bypass until they decide that they don't trust us anymore and need further proof of trust.
Yeah, and then they'll demand it eventually. No.
Yes.
They might try to dominate the shit out of us, but I'm less worried about that.
You're telling me that you are not worried about. You're telling me you have legion that aren't going to make you prove loyalty and stay on one side.
So out of character, I have defenses against both of these things.
Yep.
So I actually don't give that much of a shit.
You gave me the necklace. I get that.
Yeah.
That out of character. That's fine. What I'm stating is they, even without that, they could still demand proof of loyalty and stop having you buy from both sides.
At that point, I quit, which is my
Then
whole
why
point.
pick a side in the beginning?
Because we have to. It's not a choice. We could just leave Transylvania, I suppose, and let them fight it out and come back. It is an option, but I spent 200 years building up Volgrad to be something that's good for the people that exist here. I've brought them countless technologies to give them fortunes. I'm not just going to abandon them.
Don't you regularly take jaunts over to other countries and leave your entire domain with your child, or?
Yeah.
That's different.
It's not really the same thing. In fact, actually, it's actually a bit of defense because it means I don't have to feed in my own territory, provoking others.
Let's hear the offer before we continue speaking in circles.
Agreed.
Offers first from both the Venture and the Samitsi.
Oh, Maximus!
Alright, well, you guys do that, I'm going to go work on that freaking ley line.
I don't blame you.
Good luck!
If you need anything, let me know.
Gone in a flash of golden light. It stings a bit like...
Alexandru, the ley line of Beastria, the one that's dead and withered. So much damage was done to the terrain. What idea do you have to repair it?
I don't know. Did we actually discuss at the end of last session? I know it's been 3 weeks, but I thought I had given Alexander the idea to use Drax Castle.
You did not, because he was asleep.
Oh shit! Yeah. Okay.
I gave you ample opportunity to talk to him before he went to sleep. You didn't do it immediately, so he went to sleep.
That's fair.
Sleepy boy is sleepy boy. You can't fault Sleepy Boy.
He did just say he was going to go work on the ley line, though, if you want to try and catch him.
Physical reaction? I can send you there real quick.
Mental communication is always an option as well.
Yeah, I'll try to poke and prod at the mind. Via Lysandra telephone.
Ring ring, Alexandru, ring ring.
Yeah, that just gets bypassed completely directly back to Arun. What?
Baba gave me an idea. Apparently, there is a ley line functioning under your nephew's castle. You can use it to repair.
It actually work there, I'm assuming.
You wouldn't have to repair the ley line, but you would have to rebuild the seal.
That puts both on the list, I suppose.
At least knocks
I'll
off
do
one.
the runestone first, then that seems like the smaller task. Then I'll try to fix the land here. Alright, thank you for the information.
Keep whatever that thing is sealed. Click.
You head to Castle Driftpool.
Yep.
Castle Driftpool. What a wonderful place.
Oh god, I wonder if Radu is there.
Like 7 league step in one direction, 7 league step in the other.
I ate Radu.
No, the Bishop Radu.
I'll eat him too.
Cardinal
Just 'cause his
Radu.
name is Radu.
Yeah. His older
Vlad's brother. Yeah, it's Vlad's brother.
Alexandru.
Stop killing all of Katya's kids.
I'm so sorry. Except I'm also not sorry. And also, you definitely killed the big one.
No, as far as she knows, someone else did it.
I hate to be a dick, but this seems like a parenting problem.
Yeah.
Look,
Katya starts fucking wailing.
Foaming at the mouth.
All I give birth to are awful, tyrannical assholes.
There, you did a good job of Leo.
That's not fair. He's half spirit.
Oh god.
Yes,
You
the
gave
other half is
birth to
us.
kings. You give birth to kings, you're fine.
She does give birth to kings, that is true.
You gave birth to kings and queens.
Hmm.
You're a good mother. You're a good mother.
Oh my goodness.
Lysandra is only anything but nice to Katya if she's ever around.
Oh. The Castle Dracul walking past all the impaled individuals.
Discord.
I would think of had decorated this differently.
Hello?
Oh, you're very robot.
It just keeps happening tonight.
Fortunately.
Huh. Never normally this bad.
No, not usually.
No, I gotta go out and check the satellite.
Break time. Welcome back.
God. This is the most obnoxious job ad I've ever seen. Rockstars wanted. Jimmy John's in shop. $13 an hour.
Yeah, that's an insult.
God, right? No fucking kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, regardless,
No.
whatever side we eventually end up picking is going to be like probably like the supreme side because we have a lot of firepower just at our disposal.
Yeah. Whatever side we pick, it will definitely be with peppers and black olives.
Hello.
Hello.
I made the joke because you said it was supreme.
Yes.
Okie dokie. Castle Jakul is lit and warm. There are fires in the various fireplaces around the castle. There is presence here. Someone has been here very recently, Alexandru.
It was Santa. That's why there's so many presents.
I want to hurt you, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
I could feel your animus. My legs just want to be broken.
Yeah. There is also a great deal of power being channeled through the castle as you arrive.
Does this feel like an active act? Or is it something that was
Yes.
naturally part of... Okay.
No, there is something happening right now. And the
Alright.
ring upon your finger begins to heat up.
Congratulations, you just interrupted a Kupala ritual.
Alright. Well, you gonna do a quick occult just to feel the flow of magic and figure out where that ritual is happening?
Sure, yeah, give me a perception occult roll.
Mm-hmm. Eye for detail or Cthulhu sorcery apply?
Yeah, either one of those would be fine.
Alright. +2, since I can't actually make those show up properly.
6 successes. The lines of power lead you straight to the room where the keystone is. And as you go, you find runes in blood marking each of the walls of the castle. You begin to piece together what each of these runes are. The greater working of this spell is a key being inserted into a lock, and that lock being opened. And the very first thing that you see when you round the corner to the keystone is a man of medium build in flowing black robes with a mask of black stone covering his face. You can see no features, and he has painted a last line on a rune on the keystone and whispers a word in Enochian.
Hey, Simeon, how's it going?
We're going
So
to leave
what's
off.
that? So what's the role to erase the runes that he placed?
It'll be some Arete stuff.
Yep.
The runes that he's placed, though, have already worked their magic.
They've already served their purpose. All right.
Yeah, the keystone is destroyed. Absolutely just pops into quintessence, scattering crystals all over the ground and floor. But that's where we'll go ahead and pick up next week.
Very nice.
Two seals gone.
You said that this was an extra seal. There shouldn't have been a keystone here from the conversation.
I got past information, not the other way around.
Fair enough.
How did you get that information?
Said he got it from Baba
Probably
Yaga.
find out a lot
No,
of
no, no.
this next week, but Vlad figured out what was going on and turned into a piece already to see Kala. He also didn't want Kala to get out. And you'll find all his research next time.
Fair enough.
But someone wanted it gone.
I'm gonna fucking.
Shit's happening. Shit's happening. By the way, this is not Voldunism. This is mortal magic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, just a possessed motherfucker.
Possessions.
Sure. It's not just complete insanity, which it could also be.
It's likely
it is
that.
probably super insanity. Yeah.
It's probably
It's the
just an
Marauder.
insane person that wants to bring about the end of the world, or believes, no, I can totally siphon power from it. I can control it.
All while
It's
Clan
just an
Priest
Earthbound
and
demon.
Clan Vantrue is waving their proverbial dicks around.
Or is somebody conditioned to do it?
What, Chris? You're a mile away from your mic
We
again.
can't hear you, man.
Or
I'm sorry.
is somebody conditioned to do it?
Maybe.
Yeah, can you pop is your input sensitivity on your mic or something?
Yeah, you're way too
Is there a
quiet.
gain knob on your mic that's maybe turned down all the way or something?
So it's like I can
Sans,
turn
you're a
it down
robot.
to this.
Yeah,
This is
Sans
what
is
I
a
can
robot.
do.
But yeah, Chris, you're
Like
like
this one
super
time.
duper quiet compared to like the Monday games right now.
Does this help?
Yes.
Yes, immensely.
Okay, so I know what it was. My input volume was messed with. So
Murdoch.
it could also be somebody conditioned to do it.
Of course. That's
I'm gonna go ahead and
Surprise.
close the stream, but hold on one second, guys. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope y'all had a great time. We'll see you back again Saturday. If you'd like to join us tomorrow for what's the name of it again? Hootie?
Blue.
No, Carmine Mask is over. It's
Slew.
It's still Slew. Yeah, Second Life United. We'll be happy to see you there. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your night.
World of
Have a good
Fractured
night, everyone.
Shadows.